Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's good to see you guys. Light crowd tonight. I'm not expecting a huge turnout because it's the 4th of July weekend in the U.S. We're flying general aviation, and I don't know. Maybe it's nice out there somewhere, but we're here. We're going to do some flying tonight. It's been a busy week. Like, there's just been a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't really had a chance to sort of sit back and relax much, but it's been all right, man. Ninja with the guitar, good to see you. Will Pipes, welcome aboard. Ghost Wrath, welcome aboard. Long-time YouTube viewer, first time I catch you in the stream. Nice, man. Well, hello from Boston. It's good to have you here. Yeah, so it's been, like, it hasn't really been a lot going on this, well, I mean, there's been a lot going on, but there hasn't, like, I can't peg it on any one thing. It's like I had to pick up my wife from the airport on Tuesday. I had dinner with some friends Tuesday night, and then I had dinner with Mr. Flight Logic, Flight SciTech, whatever he's calling himself nowadays, on Wednesday. And then last night, my wife and I we just hung out. Like, we just didn't do anything. But I have the stream tonight. I have a flight lesson and a barbecue tomorrow. I have a barbecue on Sunday and family lunch. I have to go to work on Monday. I'm planning on flying on Monday afternoon. I'm going to go to a barbecue Monday night. Tuesday morning, I have another flight lesson. And then Tuesday afternoon, I have another barbecue. So that's a preview of my busy as all hell weekend that's ahead. I'm kind of on the fence as to how much I'm looking forward to this. Like, the next 5 days are just going to go and fly. But yeah, it's not going to be very relaxing, that's for sure. Evan W., good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Pilot Nuts, welcome aboard. The Flying Kid, welcome aboard. Good to see you guys. Barbecue after barbecue after barbecue. I know it's that time of the year, man. Like, everybody schedules their barbecue right now. Like, nobody has a barbecue in a week. Nobody has a barbecue in 2 weeks. Everybody's barbecue is now and then Labor Day. And then there's nobody in between. And it kind of drives me nuts. Like, I keep telling my wife, like, if we could space these things out, maybe do them every Saturday, you know, or do them a little bit less condensed and, like, you know, more spread out. It would be very, very good. Diet starts on Wednesday, says WBS. Good to see you, man. Yeah, that's exactly the case. Padley32, welcome aboard. Vasco Point, good to see you. Oh, what else? Who else do we got here? Like, Jacob Sack, good to see you. Nickerdiv, welcome aboard. We've got everybody. No barbecues in the UK. Well, yeah, okay. So that's the next point of topic here. So here's tonight's flight plan. We're going to be flying from Burlington, Vermont, down to the great airport of Boston, and then continue on to Newark. So that's our flight plan. And you got to remember that when X-Plane loads its weather, it's loading weather about an hour behind. So that's what we're going to be flying into pretty much when we get into Boston. That up there. I don't know how well X-Plane is going to render this, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to be a very, very bumpy and eventful flight. Because in addition to flying through all of that crap, we're going to be doing it in D Girl, Delta Golf India Romeo Lima, the new Piper. What the hell is this? PA30, is it? Hang on. I forgot the code for my own aircraft. PA30. The PA30 Twin Comanche by VFlyteAir. This thing just came out this past week. I reached out to Nick at the org store today and said, "Yo, Nick, can I get a copy of this plane? Because I really want to check it out because I love VFlyteAir's planes." And he says, "Yeah, sure." So we're going to be flying that tonight. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. This is VFlyteAir's first proper X-Plane 11 plane. They have built it using the F-Mod sound engine, so it should sound good, I think. I know that they have, like, a source plane that they work off of and do all the recording and all that kind of crap from. So I have high hopes that this is going to be a fun plane tonight. And I have high hopes that the weather is not going to completely let us down, and it's going to be a good night of flying. So, yeah, Clocky, it's good to see you, buddy. Who else we got in here? Pilot Sage, welcome aboard. Anybody else? My Cessna Sim Project, it's good to see you, man. We're all lonely out here in Worcester. You should fly here sometime. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that, man. It's good to see you, Tom. Tom has a full-size Cessna 182, like crazy 182 in his I don't want to say his basement because I don't think that thing will fit in the basement, but he's at Flight SimCon every year, and him and I are supposed to get in touch with each other to to do some work. John Fly, it's good to see you, John. John's looking forward to seeing this plane too because this is gonna be one of his new planes, I'm sure. Devotee, good to see you. Christian Mork, good to see you. Hello from Boston. Did I miss anybody? Oh, I missed all the beers. Let's start from the bottom here. I see that Stu Dog 120. I don't know if he's here or not. He resubscribed earlier today, so cheers to him. The Antisocial Woodworker has been here for 4 months. He says, "Yay, Antisocial Woodworker! Thank you very much for your support. Cheers, my friend." And then we have Padawan. Padawin subscribed. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. I finally know that I finally see that I've been pronouncing your name wrong all along. Padawin, thank you very much for your support. Welcome to Beer of the Month Club, and cheers, my friend. And Steve Dunn's here for 3 months. He gets his racist C. No message, just beer. Enough said, man. Enough said. So cheers, you guys. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. Aviation SoCal says, rip SNA traffic. Yeah, I know, man. So anyway, let's pop inside this thing. This is the VFlyteAir Piper Twin Comanche PA30 airplane with 2 engines. What's the beer tonight? Oh, man. This is some random IPA that I found down in my beer fridge from like a year ago. I don't remember what it's called. I honestly don't remember what it's called. It's not a very hoppy IPA. It's actually quite good. It's very I don't even know how to describe it. It's smooth, but it's kind of a little bit on the heavier side. It doesn't taste like it's super boozy, and it definitely doesn't taste like it's super floral hoppy. So I'm very happy with that. Keep up, Aviator. Good to see you, man. Padley32's here for 5 months. Don't miss the beers, dude. These are the real proper hard-earned, lovely, tasty beers. Cheers, Padley. Thank you very much for your continued support. Appreciate it. Yeah. Jacob Sacker, good to see you, buddy. I said hello to you, Jacob. I didn't miss you. Rexy the Kin, welcome aboard. Flying Jackal's with us. Good to see you, Jack. Rudyism's here. Ghost Rider in the Sky, welcome aboard. Drew the Mad Dog Pilot, welcome aboard. Is this actually Beechcraft Baron? Nah, this is a Twin Comanche. It's very similar to a Beechcraft Baron. I think in terms of like, holy crap. Are we really gonna have to fly with these people in my cockpit? She's gonna be on her phone the whole time. Oh, and her head turns. Oh no. Nope. Abort. I can't deal with that. Okay, that's better. We got woman on her cell phone. No matter how big we make her, she doesn't change. I'll tell you what, we'll keep her. We'll keep woman on her cell phone. I'm not gonna deal with head turning, creepy one here on the right side. So we'll just have the one passenger in here because that was too much for me. Retard. Flying Jackal, Jack, thank you very much for your support, sir. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. It's a pleasure to have you, sir. Cheers. I was wondering when Jack was going to start subbing up to some people, man. He's got to throw some of the love back. Oh, Big Red, good to see you, man. Yeah, I started a little early. I was ready to go, so I figured I'd just hit the go button. Haven't subscribed for a 3rd month yet. I have the racist C. Oh, okay, Beth. I'm not sure. It might have... Did it auto-re-up or something? I don't know how that works. AOW Mo-Ups there. Good to see you. Watt TCV, welcome aboard. Joe Orango, welcome aboard. Broad AG, good to see you, man. Broad AG, I think your livery a couple weeks ago was quite the hit. Slim WP, welcome aboard. Got to collect them all. That's right, Jack. All right, so we'll keep creepy phone chick here. Let's see what's on her phone. I bet she's on Tinder, right? Oh no, she's on the VFlyteAir website. Happy Father's Day. Okay. VFlyteAir simulations. Okay. There's no Easter egg here. Okay. What is she drinking? Does she have any tattoos? She's drinking nondescript cola. I'm going to say that's a Coke. No tattoos. Okay. But man, she's really loving the VFlyteAir website there. Anyway. Jacob Sacker, if you resubscribe, what you got to do is hit the refresh button, and you'll get a little share at the top of the screen. You'll be able to share it and give a message when you do that. And then it'll trigger the alert and all that good stuff. So anyway, yeah, this plane, I had a chance. I looked through the plane a little bit. I haven't done a whole lot with it other than, just kind of make sure that the whole thing works, because that's usually the important thing to start with. But it has all of your typical, custom menus and all that crap going on. We can close the cargo door. We can close the co-pilot door, get rid of the wing chocks and all that. Now we just have an airplane. That's cool. What we'll do is we'll start said airplane. We'll call up Boston Center. I'm going to go with Boston High Center probably, and give them a call up, and we'll get clearance and all that stuff. Two-Tone Murphy, welcome. Or thank you for your continued support, sir. 2 months for him. Keep up the great work, he says. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Cheers. Jacob Sacker, I see that you subscribed on the. I see you subscribed like 3 days ago. It should give you the option to hit the share button. If that's not working. I didn't get a message. No, I don't see anything on here, man. I'm sorry. Captain P3D, welcome aboard. Owen Bradley, good to see you. Anyway, let's just get this thing started up, right? I'm gonna get out of here. I kind of want to just get out of here. So let me make sure the park brake is set. Okay, there's the park brake. So I have my throttles configured, left, right. I have propeller. I have the mixture set. Cowl flaps. We're gonna open those suckers up for now. I don't have a spare axis to put cowl flaps on, though, do I? That's unfortunate. It'd be nice to have cowl flaps on an axis, but that's okay. We'll just have to mess around with those manually. So let's run down the list here. I guess we could. There's actually a checklist we could run through. Let's see here, checklists. Avionics masters off. Magnetos left, right are off. It's kind of weird. The magnetos and the starter stuff is all over here on the left side. That's like saying, man, if you're the co-pilot or if you're sitting right seat and you want to start the plane, no, you're not going to do that. Okay, so we would have done all this. I'm not gonna concern myself too much with the exterior before starting engines. Okay, seats are erect. Are your seats erect? I'm erect. Belts and harnesses are fastened. Brakes are set. Fuel strainers we've been checked. Yep. Circuit breakers are all in there. Down there, all in. It looks like. Sure, why not? Avionics masters off, which it is. Generator switches are on. Ooh, where are those? The gens are not here. Oh, there's the alternator right there. So the gens are on. Vents, heat defrosters, not worried about that. Alternate static source is probably closed, but we'll check it anyway because it'd be probably over. Usually that's like down here. I don't actually know where the alternate static source is. We're not going to worry about it because it's a fake airplane. Controls, free and correct. We'll check those in a little bit. Doors closed and latch. Cowl flaps are open. And we want to do 1/2 inch open on the throttle. Okay. Props full forward. Master switches on. Ooh, let's turn the sound up too while we're at it. Electric fuel pumps can come on. 1, 2. Mixture full rich. And let's make sure we got fuel pressure going here. Oh, we don't even have a fuel pressure gauge, do we? What? Aren't you supposed to have a fuel pressure gauge in one of these airplanes? Interesting. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that then. Magneto switches both on. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll get the starter going. So let's start with the right engine. Or left engine. Oh, yeah, that's a good start, Ty. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we'll get that to about 1,000. Crack the right throttle, do the same thing over there. Let's turn that sound up just a touch. It's coming through awfully quiet. There we go, that's better. Then I can't reach the button. Okay, right engine. Okay. Oop. One's coming a little hot and heavy, so we're getting down to about 1,000. We got fuel, oil pressure it's in the green. Oil temp is rising. Cylinder head temps are good. All instruments in the green. Great. So we'll keep ourselves right around 1,000 RPMs there. Oil pressure, yeah, we did check that. Beacon can come on. Beacon should have already been on. Put the nav lights on as well. Taxi lights don't exist, but we'll turn them on anyway. I don't think that... Yeah, there actually is no taxi lights on this plane right now. I don't know if they're supposed to be down the road, but there's nothing here right now. Apache X2, 3 months, buddy. Thank you very much for your continued support. I did start early. Actually, I started like a half an hour early, man. Cheers, my friend. I was ready to go, so we're going, man. Draco, good to see you. Ernie the Cat, welcome aboard. GPP 500, good to see you, Greg. Welcome aboard, sir. Maybe a little too enthusiastic about this plane. Slim WP, our call sign will be Comanche 717 Tango Sierra. I just turned off the tablet I meant to turn on. Let's try this again. Okay, beacons on. Electric fuel pumps, we'll turn both of those off. 1, 2. We still got fuel pressure, right? We don't have a fuel pressure gauge, so who the hell knows? We'll assume we have fuel pressure. You would assume you check the gear indicator light before you got in the plane, turn the engine on, but that's cool. Avionics master can come on. Radios will set here in a second. Artificial horizon is erect and set. Let's, there we go. That's flat. Rate of climb indicator is 0. Altimeter will set in a moment. Clock is, I don't know, it's good enough. Pitot heat, we're gonna need the pitot heat on, so let's just turn it on now. Okay, so what do we need to do here? We need to call Boston up, get clearance so we can get out of here. I filed my flight plan already. We're gonna be heading down to Boston. We're gonna be Comanche 717 Tango Sierra. So let's see here. November Tango Sierra, C-R-A-F-T. It's gonna be BTV. Turn this thing on. BTV heading down to Boss. And Boston is... Oh God, which one do I call? Well, there's 2 Boston Souths and there's a Boston High. I'm gonna go with Boston High. So 134.7 is who we're gonna call up here. So 134.7. Right there. Should get him popping up here. Yeah, let me get this thing going. Oh yeah, that voice quality, man. There it is.
There were 374.
Oh yeah.
Charlie Win.
I missed VATSIM, so not at all. I missed VATSIM. Dear tablet, please work. Please, for the love of God, work.
Southwest 15 contact. Boston approach 126.5.
The actual, like, the swiping motion is literally not working. I'm trying to swipe it, and nothing is happening. Okay? You can see if I tap it, it moves.
We're getting towers and grounds on line. Half frequencies for you in just a moment.
Oh, dear God. Good start to the stream tonight. Now, the next thing will happen is I'm sure we'll lose power when these storms go through.
Radar contact.
God, it's looking ominous out there. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to be Comanche 717 Tango Sierra. We're on the ground at Burlington. I'm looking at IR4 to Boston. Boston Center, Comanche 717 Tango Sierra is on the ground at Burlington, looking for IR4 to Boston.
717 Sierra, Boston Center, getting clearance on it.
Either he's going to give me my clearance, or he's going to give me a completely different clearance. Tablet is on holiday. Yeah, no kidding. Tap super fast. I tried that already. He said clearance is on request. Stand by. The home button. Oh, I guess the home button would work, wouldn't it?
Delta 578 present heading maintain 6,000 vectors ILS 212.
I missed this voice quality. It's so damn
heading
good.
6,000 I have vectors ILS.
There we go. Pull that thing away a little bit. Yeah, I just reset it. We'll try it again. How do I compare VATSIM to Pilot Edge? Any better? Do I love Pilot Edge? Hey, it's working now. It's a little painful sometimes to go back to VATSIM, but because the FNO tonight's up in my home area, I figured I'd come up here. And I like the Boston Virtual guys. They're pretty cool. But yeah, it's hard to make a comparison. They're too similar but very different services in a lot of ways. Vegas Flyer, thank you for 2 months of support, he says. Hanging in there. Cheers, my friend. I appreciate it, buddy.
Number 4, Niner. Radar search terminated. You can cancel if in there or on the ground.
Tim Rhoda, good to see you. He did hear me. He said stand by.
Frequency change it to intercom. Thank you, sir. Number 3740, radar contact altitude.
He's got a bunch of planes he's taking care of right now, so we'll be patient. No, I have no idea what that guy just said.
Thank you. Turn left track wicket.
My guy might be a little never mind. Generous. That's the word I'm looking for. What is this? What does this thing do? Is this like the... Interesting. It's got to be something to do with the autopilot here. We're going to be figuring this autopilot out. I can already see that it's interesting. Just here burning fuel. It's no big deal.
Retard.
Nobody paid for the fuel anyway. Jay Wang, good to see you, buddy. Jay Wang's here for 6 months, man. Happy Friday to you, buddy. Thank you very much. It's good to be here as well. Cheers.
Delta 1329 is ready to taxi.
Starman to Fly, good to see you. Happy Friday. Ryan 87's in the house. Good to see you. Do you have to swallow your mic before you're admitted to VATSIM as a controller? I think you do.
60.
My home field is, yeah, I live near Beverly. I actually fly out of Lawrence, LWN, but I live near Beverly. So I think I still have Beverly down as my home field. No, I actually have Lawrence as my home field now. Blake C says I've been a VATSIM member for a long time, and I can confidently say the Pilot Edge is superior in every way. Yeah. But that's okay.
1329 constant ground 1 for now.
We're flying on VATSIM tonight because, you know, it is nice to have this variety once in a while. There's a Airbus here. Eventually we'll get a clearance and get the hell out of here. Someday.
Delta 578 contact Boston approach 126.5 having it.
Ah, PA34.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a PA44, all right. Yes, if you guys are on VATSIM, go ahead and come join us tonight. It's gonna be a good night for flying, I think. The FNO is here in Boston. We're gonna fly to Boston, continue our way down to Newark. Both Boston and Newark should be staffed all night, so it should be fun. How much is avgas out of Lawrence? I have no idea, man. I don't pay the bills. That'll be a slow A320, that's right. Lance 742, good to see you, man. You haven't missed much at all. We started up the engines, called for clearance. We're currently waiting. Benasim, welcome aboard. We're flying with a German registration because it's D-Girl. Yeah, girl. I saw that registration. I'm like, I think that's the one we have to go with tonight. I'm all about it. Yeah, if you want to join, hop in, man. It's gonna be like I said, it's an FNO. It's gonna be busy, or fly from anywhere and head down to Boston, whatever, or Newark too, for that matter. I'm actually watching the stream at 1 a.m. Yeah, it's a little late for you then, isn't it? I joined if you're on Pilot Edge. You and a couple other people. That's cool though.
40 Charlie went able to Gardner and call Philip Mike.
Cannot win them all. 31H, been watching a YouTube channel, thought I'd check out the stream. 31H, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday.
Center 124.
And yeah, good to have you in the stream. Newark.
How was that for United 121?
Miles says it's pronounced Newark.
Boston Center 124.5.
Don't know what that means.
2452, United 121.
They might have forgotten about me. 9T Bone, good to see you, buddy. My Friday's going pretty good.
57 for on ground point 9 for pushback.
We're just chilling here, man. Technically the event starts now, so I have no idea if they're going to put an approach controller up here at Burlington or not.
There was 717
yeah.
Here. Petroclass now that all our stuff on our side. Don, you ready? Copy.
Ready to copy. 7 Takeoff here.
7 Takeoff here. Cleared to Boston Airport. Red vectors to join Victor 141 and then file maintain 9 open departure with me. Squawk 4707.
Clear to Boston. Radar vectors. Join Victor 141 as filed. 9000. Stay with you and 4707 for 7 Takeoff Sierra.
Thanks for your patience. You're back correct. The wind 1807 out 2985. Advisory taxi 0915 for departure.
Okay, we'll give you a call here in just a moment. 7 Takeoff Sierra. All right, let's go ahead and turn this down here. We'll get that. So we're planning for runway 15. Can be a bit of a taxi for us. Get the sucker plugged in here. Go to the flight plan. I haven't actually messed with the new default DPS. The new default GPS. So we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn tonight. Why is my scroll wheel not working? Interesting. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. Just want to delete the flight plan. All right, so Burlington, Vermont. And then we're going to head... Oops, no, clear that. We're going to head to BTV. B T V V. How do I add an airway? There has to be a way to put an airway in here, and I've never tried to do it before.
Center, Australian 516 Delta Mike.
Can I just put the... I wonder if I can just put IDIT facility or ID. I don't think I can do that. No airways. Ah, that's a bummer. All right.
Oh, there's Delta Mike. We should be able to. You'll be landing on my side, so I expect approval.
That's all right. We don't actually need a. We don't actually need the airways to work. So we'll just put con in here. So let's just. I'll put Greek and then I'll put con because he could give us direct to Greek, and then we'll go to con and we'll be ready to schlep it with the VORs if we have to. Greek. And he'll get you out. And then CON. O.
Boston Center, good evening, Southwest 331 with you at flight level 370.
And also with you.
So 331.
And then Tommy. O M I E. After Tommy comes Lawrence, LW. So I'm literally just pulling this off my iPad. L. And for anybody who's going to ask, this is the ForeFlight app you can get from foreflight.com, because every single time I do this, no matter how many times I say it, somebody says, "What's the app? What's the app you're running?" So this is ForeFlight. LWM Lawrence. And then from there we're going to go to boss. So K B O S. Boston. All right, BTV, so KBTV to BTV, then Greek, Concord, Tommy, Lawrence, Boston. Great. Okay, so that's in. Initial altitude we're going up to is 9,000 feet. I do not believe this thing has an alt hold. That's going to be interesting. There's an alt hold on the GPS. Heading hold. I don't know what this thing does. I don't know what that does. So that'll be interesting. This is going to be an interesting flight all around, because I haven't actually flown this plane yet, and it's a really dumb move for me to do, but whatever. So we're cleared all the way up to our 9,000 feet. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our taxi. We'll do our run-up once we get out to runway 15, and then we'll go from there. So turn you up. Turn this up just a little bit here. I want to be able to hear these engines. This F-Mod sound packs in. I want to be able to actually hear that, hear what's going on. Triptychar, good to see you, man. Chris 3DX, good to see you. Gorilla Me, welcome aboard. The one and only catstrator, greetings to all watching. Happy Friday. It is Friday. Friday. Got to get that on Friday. Mr. Corb, good to see you, buddy. How did you get ForeFlight in the simulator like that? Happy Friday, Daniel. Dude, Dr. Nerdrich, I love that icon you got there, man. That's too cool. Coopfish, good to see you. All right. I got on the left. Good on the right. And Boston, Comanche 717 Tango Sierra's General Aviation parking at Burlington for taxi.
There's a 1 runway 15 taxi via Charlie Alpha Golf cross runway 1.
15 Charlie Alpha Golf cross runway 1. 7 Tango Sierra. We're not actually going to cross runway 1, but that's okay. Or are we? Wait a minute. Yeah, we are going to cross runway 1, aren't we? We're at that GA parking. Uh-huh. Got it. Yeah, we're at Heritage. Okay. I did want to go Squawk Charlie. So, mode Alt. All right, let's go. I don't get the racist C. It's because the C, when you're here for 3 months, the C turns white, and white people are all racist. That's it. Literally not funny. Like, not funny at all. But I think it's hilarious. Interesting. You have to hold the flap lever. Huh. Okay. I have a feeling it's going to get super loud once we get going here, so I'll leave the sounds down for now. Okay, come up runway, clear to the left, clear to the right. D girl. Probably want to close the window. No, man, I want to keep the window open. I want to hear the plane. Keep the window open when you're taxiing anyway, because it'll be hot as balls in this thing. Pilot Meister, good to see you. Jay Krause, good to see you, John. Happy Friday, man. Hope you're doing well. Shamrock, welcome aboard. Yes, it is. It is getting late in Europe. It is Saturday there. I try to remember who's who, Europeans versus non-Europeans, but I don't always succeed. All right, let's grab the weather at Burlington. Let's grab the weather at Burlington. Burlington weather. Winds 150 at 5, 10 mile visibility. Overcast 6,500. Altimeter is 2984. 2984, about right there. Cool. I'm a European living in Vegas as Vegas Flyer. Never would have guessed it. Bro Muffin, welcome aboard. Shamrock, your name does strongly imply that you're not from America. I will give you that. Let's see here. That's the runway, so that means that we need to turn left. I kind of want to be sitting a little higher than this, I think. And point down a touch.
Delta 1329 Boston, good evening.
Yeah, I like that. That's a bit more my perspective. Actually, my perspective would be like, if it was me sitting in the airplane, I'd be like about here, and yeah, this is about what my viewpoint through an airplane looks like. Hitting my head on everything. Ray River, gonna see it. Peter, welcome aboard. I see we've joined the silly call sign trend. I'm not flying on pilotage though, and I'm not actually using this call sign. It just happens to be the call sign that's on the airplane here.
Delta 1329 contact.
Renadrock, good to see you, man.
5.57.
Original Jersey. Brenda supporters from Bosnia. Bosnia, man. I think Bosnia might be a new one. I don't know if we've had anybody from Bosnia show up here. You get a lot of weird countries. I'm 6'5". Holt Black Heath, welcome aboard. 6'5", and probably weigh a little more than I should. It's looking kind of nasty outside. Oh yeah, we're about to get rain. It's just rain though. Not gonna be a thunderstorm for us. Rob Rally, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support, sir. Cheers.
Charlie,
appreciate it.
And maintain 1000. The Boston
Candyman, the pilot, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Vegas Flyers from Denmark are living in the U.S. Cool. The plane was involved in an accident in 2011 in real life. Oh. Kai Hertz, I think we've got some Swiss people in here. Like, most of the major European countries tend to be represented. Maybe haven't seen a lot of French people, but I know there's a couple of them. Alright, so... this is Mike. Golf keeps coming up here around the corner. We'll get parked up here, do our run-up. There's no actual spot for us to do our run-up, so we'll just do it short of the runway. Must be a fuel-injected plane because there's no carb heat. Let's see. Let's review the checklist for the run-up here. I think the plane's plenty warm. Yep. Oil temp, oil's good.
Go ahead.
Alright, full RPM, full mixture. Do not exceed 2200 RPMs. Okay. Let's go 22,000 RPMs.
There's that 17 Tango Sierra wind 1705, fly when heading for an hour, running 1 copy for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 157, take us here. We're going to be about 1 minute here while we do a run up.
No problems.
2,000 RPMs. Actually, we've got to turn the fuel pumps on. All right, do our mag checks. Left mag. So this is the right. This is the left engine. Okay, so that was some thunder. So this is the left and the left mag for the left engine, the left mag for the right engine. We have about a 50 drop. We're back to full. I wonder how many people have made that mistake. 50 drop. Back full. There is no fuel pressure gauge, just a fuel flow gauge, so I don't have to worry about checking that. There is no carb heat. If we wanted to check, all the instruments are in the green. Oil pressure's a little high, but nothing I can do about that. EGT is good. Where's my suction at? There's my suction. My suction is doing suction things, and my ammometer is doing ammometer things. Great. All the way to idle. Actually, we're... Oh, yeah, wait. Sorry, there's more to do. I forgot. It's complex. Feather him. Back up. Now we can come down. I don't know. That's basically a run-up, right? Prompt control. Yep. Okay, great. All right, let's go.
With you, landing now to level 4.
Okay, so we're going to be runway heading, which is about 1.5. We're going up to 9,000 feet. Let's get flying. Clear left. Clear right.
09012.
Lights. Camera. Action. Let's go. And instruments in the green.
It's called 4750.
Holy crap, it wants to go up already. No, we're not ready for that. Okay.
Boston Center, Southwest 331, are we able to step away for 2 minutes?
Southwest 331,
how's it rate gear up? That seemed a little abrupt.
09012, radar contact, 100 knots southeast of Boston, at pilot discretion, maintain level 240.
Okay, so maintain flight level 240, speedway 90.
Flight level 240.
And Seaward Concord 901.
My ball is way to the left.
Vectors inbound. Yes, F3 arrival.
That's interesting.
It's pretty old.
Yeah, she's got some get up and go, man.
Number 7 contact, yeah,
Passing through 1,700 feet. 7, take us here.
710, thank you. Climb, maintain 9,000 when able to Concord.
9,000 direct Concord. 7, take us here. Okay, Concord's going to be off to our left.
Center, United 1639 on the ground. And get ready, copy IFR, Newark, Liberty.
Concord, direct.
Number 717, Tango Sierra. You'll be entering an area that you're going to be below the NBA. Are you able to maintain your own terrain and obstruction points to 5,400 feet, or do you need vectors around?
We'll be fine. We can maintain our own. 7, take us here.
Thank you. 1639. You're close to Newark Airport.
Okay, Concord, direct, enter.
And then as filed, maintain.
Ooh, too far, too big turn, too big of a turn.
Depart with me, squawk 4735.
That thing over to GPS.
Radar vectors Providence as filed. I maintain 2,000, then 10 in 10 minutes, squawk 4735.
We were actually flying the correct direction for this. Like to go direct to Concord. Okay. Just need the power full forward.
Boston Southern United.
Okay, so I should be able to do heading,
Boston Southern United.
roll, pitch.
United 34 Boston.
So there's no nav mode in this, it looks like. But I can do heading mode and I can do pitch, so that gets me close. Then I can hit Alt once we're up there. Okay. Let's see here. Take off, buddy, 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 blah. We can take the
Boston
fuel
Center,
pumps off.
Southwest 331.
25 for the climb setting.
Bahamas 960.
So let's bring our RPMs back.
1000 for now. 250 knots.
There's 2,500 RPMs. About 2,500 on the manifold pressure right there. En route climbs 130 miles per hour. So put the nose down a touch here. Get our speed up to 130. Cowl flaps. We could probably should leave those open. Yeah, we're still a little hot right now, so leave the cowl flaps open.
Contact Boston approach 118.25. Having it.
Get the nose down here. Keep the climb going.
Alright, approach 118.25.
Still don't know why we're veering off the left here. Big white knob, turn to nav, he says. Oh. Does that work? Ah, it works! Nice.
Discretion is going to maintain 1.
Retract. Oh, yeah, right. That's going to cause me some problems. The flaps are not a click, they're a hold.
It's 10 maintain water 4,000.
Okay, so there's 130 miles per hour. So you put this thing into heading mode, and then you can rotate this knob. And that allows you to track your nav, which is currently set for GPS. All right, we still don't have an alt hold, but that's okay. Bought an Airbus A320 in the org store, awesome. Tesla, welcome aboard. Yeah, flaps. This is all default weather. Default weather, default clouds. We are gonna fly into the poop here in a second.
Also 1349 Boston Center. Welcome.
No weather radar on board, but rest assured,
And also
it ain't gonna be pretty.
Confirm 340.
Let's see here. According to the real stuff, that's what we have ahead of us. And I can tell you, I just heard a big boom of thunder outside, so it's
331.
It's gonna be interesting.
J Fund 1 arrival, runway 22 left, the Boston on 2992.
All right.
Retard.
Chevy Roll
Hey,
727.
Fund
Thank you
1
for 6
arrival.
months of support. Barely made it back in for 6 months. Almost lost all my effort to get the best seat possible.
Southwest 331, thank you.
Chevy, cheers, man. Thank you very much for your continued support. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. There's 7,000. Am I going back to X Enviro once 1.07 is out? Probably, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably switch back to X Enviro at that point. Too many bugs right now, though. Thinking maybe 9,000 is not going to be a good cruising altitude for us, but we'll see what happens once we get up there. If we get up there and we're in a soup, I might ask for 7,000.
35 just passed over range.
Man, 330 Boston Center and taking.
Alt is next to pitch. Yeah, it's just gonna hold my alt. It's not actually gonna climb to an alt and hold it there. So I push the button, it'll hold the altitude that I get to. But I can't pre-select 9,000. Hearing lots of big booms in the flight path. Good to know. All right, we'll see how big this layer is here. 7 degrees, so we're good for now. We're just gonna climb. I'm just gonna cruise 2,500. I think that's like a big no-no, but we'll cruise at 2,400 then. All right, 700. What I want is an alt select. That is correct. Take it easy, Shamrock. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Luis Manza, welcome aboard. Hello from Boston. Good to see you, buddy. Waze 2000, good to see you, man. Happy Friday to you, sir. 300 to go. We're going to be right here between layers, it looks like. 7,000 might be what I want to end up cruising at, but we'll get the 9,000 here, level her off, and see what happens.
At maintain above 190.
Overhead trim keeps freaking me out there.
Hancock at or maintain 190 330.
Alright, get it to 9,000. That's going to be a layer. halt on that. Should see the nose come down a little bit here. Bring it back to 2,400 RPMs. Right there. Not quite flying by the book, but that's all right. It's a little hot out, so that might have something to do with it. Will I be joining on my next flight of the Challenger 300? Oh, you will be joining me with the 300. Nice, man. We'll look forward to seeing you. I'll be in this plane. I ain't scared of no thunder, says Joe Nurses. Good to see you, Joe. Yeah. Okay, so,
Concord 902 contact.
The Concord?
120.6, have a good night.
Nice. Yeah, so we did some more flight training last week. I did both of my dual cross countries. It came out to about 3.2 hours, I think was the total. All said and done. So I'm technically done with dual cross countries now. It went very well. First flight we went out to Orange, Massachusetts. And then the second flight we went down to North Central, near Providence, Rhode Island, a little bit north of Providence. The first flight was a bit of a mess. The planning that I had done was not ideal, and my instructor was like, "Why the hell are you doing that? Just go direct." I'm like, "Well, 8-9er, 7 take us here. 2-9er, 8-9er. So the planning was a bit of a mess there. I had planned to basically follow a road system because I thought that that's what I was supposed to do. Let's see here. Let's turn off the weather radar. How do I turn off the weather radar? So we did, let's see here, KLWM, KORE. So that was a flight that we did. And so my plan was basically just to follow the highway here. Because I'm like, well, these are nice, easy VFR waypoints I could choose. We can go a little southwest, fly, through that intersection near Lowell, fly through that intersection, fly north of this highway. We'll see Fitchburg, we'll see Gardner, and eventually we'll make it over to Orange. I was like, all right, that seems like a logical thing to do. Because there's a whole lot of nothing out here, right? And my instructor was like, no, don't do that. So I ended up planning then, or I ended up flying essentially this. Like I grabbed that VOR right there. And so I flew direct to that VOR. I said, all right, well, let's just do that then. And at some point, I ended up almost over here, and Approach got a little upset with me, and he ended up rerouting me. He ended up giving me a vector to get south, and I think my instructor's just kind of like, oh god, what's going on? And eventually, I made it back on course, and it was like all was good, all was well. That's a lot of talking happening. So eventually, we made it all was well. We got out there to the airport, and then coming back, I briefed myself like I better brief myself on what I wanted to do. So coming out, then when I reversed this route, I went direct to this Gardner VOR. I picked up the Lawrence VOR and just flew direct to that until I had the field. And then once we got inland, we started doing. Once we got closer, I should say, and we could start to see some stuff. I started to come off the path there a little bit because we wanted to avoid the skydivers over here. So we flew, southwest of Lowell and then up. So that was the first flight. That was a disaster. But I learned a lot in the process. I learned a lot about flight planning and some of the stuff that I should and shouldn't do with the old VFR flight planning thing. Eccentric One, welcome to the Bear the Monk Club. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers, my friend. Guy in a plane, I am flying in the Northeast Corridor event. Yep, we're flying down to Boston right now from Burlington, Vermont, and then we'll be heading down to Newark after that. So that was that. So then day number 2, so I had a chance to go up. I went up Saturday afternoon, and then I went up again on Sunday morning. So we flew LWM down to KSFZ. And this was a recommendation from my instructor. I could pick anywhere I wanted to go. But this was a recommendation from the instructor because we flew this whole thing at 2,700 feet because we wanted to skirt underneath the Boston Bravo. So we wanted to skirt underneath the Boston Bravo, which was 4,000 and then 3,000 and then back to 4 and then up. And then we wanted to skirt over this Bedford Delta. So we ended up flying at 2,700 feet. So we climbed out and went to 2,700. This time I had my route all planned out. I had my waypoints properly. Like I basically did a direct flight. I calculated my magnetic heading and all that stuff. And so that actually ended up working out perfectly. Like I had a VOR I had a VOR that I was tracking, and I had a radial that I was tracking, but I was tracking that to say, don't cross this radial, or you might end up in the Bravo, you idiot.
Retard.
Rendezvous with Destiny. Thank you very much for 2 months of support. Cheers, my friend. I appreciate it. Oddbot, good to see you. Brown Bag Code, good to see you, Chris. Guy on a plane, welcome aboard. Troll's Choice, welcome aboard. So yeah, I wanted to avoid the the Bravo. I didn't want to intersect that. So so this time I had a plan, and so we flew, we flew past Hanscom, we flew past these towers down here, and then I started looking for cities and whatnot, realizing that cities are actually quite difficult to see. We looked for that closed airport, we looked for that open airport, and yada 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 until we made it down. And I was pretty happy with the flight overall. I mean, I think that flight I was very, very, very happy with. ForeFlight has a tendency to show you my personal information, so let's not do that. Boom. Okay. So that was the second flight then. We went down. I kind of didn't track very well. I kind of got off course a little bit here. But then we eventually, made my way back on course once I saw Franklin and then got in. So we landed. Came in, winds were more or less calm, took off feet, crossed runway. This particular runway said when you take off, fly heading 300, so we made left turn to 300 till crossing 1,000 AGL. So we crossed 1,000 AGL and we turned right on course. And I was tracking a VOR most of the way in here, but I was kind of also like more or less looking out the window, just doing a VFR or VOR, or sorry, VFR, like dead reckoning stuff. Flew. We flew over Hanscom Bedford Airfield. We had a private, so two planes going underneath us when we got to Bedford. They actually climbed us 300 feet, put us in the Bravo airspace to keep us away from the traffic that was landing at Bedford, which was kind of interesting. So my second cross country, I got cleared into the Bravo, which was kind of neat. And then, yeah, we went from there. So on the way back, my instructor tells me that he's more than confident to send me on my way cross-country solo, but he wants me to pass my knowledge exam, which I knew was coming. So I need to pass the written test sometime in the next couple weeks and go from there. So the plan right now is to go up tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, the plan is to go up with him and start doing my simulated instrument stuff, and then to also go up Tuesday morning and do my simulated instrument stuff. I'm also hoping to get up Monday afternoon, just to go out and do some solo stuff in the practice area. So that's the sort of flying plan, if you will. That's where we're at with the training and whatnot. So things are moving along pretty good. I'm up to 26 hours now. My plan is 45 hours total, so it puts me about 19 or so to go. And I think we'll probably make it pretty close. Like 45, 50 hours is a pretty reasonable bit of expectations. So let's regenerate the weather here. Is it raining out there? Can't really tell. Not much to see, is there? I like this plane. It's not too bad.
South 4031, contact loss for approach 118.2 minutes.
But yeah, so that was the bit of flying. Had a good time with it. I really enjoyed the cross country stuff. I was a bit nervous at first. And yeah, knowledge test is fun if you define fun as tedious questions. Yeah, no kidding. I did my first just kind of like, so I've been studying a lot of stuff, but I haven't actually sat down and read up on the regs. Like I've not gone through the FAR aim yet. But I went ahead over the weekend. I took a practice exam because I wanted to see like how far off am I from passing this thing properly. And I got a 65% on it the first time. And a couple of questions I missed because I just didn't read them correctly. So overall, I was really happy. Like I think a 65% sort of cold on that test is not bad. And so yeah, I gotta go through all the FAR aim stuff, get my book all marked up, take a bunch more of those practice tests, and just kind of brush up on some stuff. But I'm confident that I'm going to pass that thing in about 1 to 2 weeks. When you say simulated instrument, does that mean you are going through instrument rated as well? Oppod, good to see you, man. No, you have to do 3 hours of simulated instrument training for your PPL. So it'll count towards my instrument rating. So the 3 hours of training that I get will count towards the 40 I would need for an instrument rating. But to get your PPL in the United States, you have to have some simulated instrument time. So that means you're either going through actual, you're wearing the foggles, or you're doing, I think you can even do the 3 hours on a simulator. But yeah, no, I'm very happy. Like I was on, you can tell the guys I was talking to on Sunday. Like I was pretty much on cloud 9 on Sunday once we got done with that because My fear was that I'd have to do like 1 or 2 more of these cross countries to sort of prove myself. But I did well enough on that second one that it definitely, like, it didn't become a requirement. It wasn't a, like, having to do another one of those was not a thing that I had to concern myself with. So, yeah, it was good. It was real good.
No,
it counts as long as it's a CFI I give it. Oh, interesting. I'll have to figure that out. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. My instrument rating will come when it comes. Not anytime soon. Tiwa 06, good to see you. I'm using Sporties right now for my written test prep, but I'll probably look at Shepard as well. You don't have to ask for links, you just link. If your link is bad, we'll chastise you. We'll make fun of you. Man, there's nothing to see out there right now. The weather is awful. We got a pink dot as we come over Manchester. So we'll get a pink dot here pretty soon, flying into the... Oh yeah, that is definitely flying into the poo. Like we are well on our way to hitting some of the crappy stuff. Hopefully we don't crash. Not like sim crash type stuff, but actually like crash the plane. That would be very bad. Yeah, so the idea that foggles is that you look straight ahead, but you can only see the instrument panel. I need to CFI now. Well, so Chevy and Peter, I don't know if they'd even be able to be a CFI for me. I think they're limited to their 141 schooling. I remember Peter telling me that at one point. Zuna, welcome aboard. Shepard just links to Sporties anyway. Got it. Peter Hoover, good to see you, man. Friday Night Lights, that's right. Friday Night Flights, not lights. Well, by using IFR or VFR for this flight, we're flying IFR right now. We would not be able to... I don't think we can legally fly VFR at the moment. And we're coming into some pretty crappy weather here, so... Yeah. Oh, okay, see if I can teach the examiner stuff you can't do for me. Got it, Peter. Never mind. Well, Peter can come be my CFI. No, I wouldn't do that.
That's 102 box on your RE 130.
There's 18 people looking to take off out of Boston. I have a feeling we're going to show up at Boston at a good time when a lot of this traffic is starting to come out. And we're going to throw them for a loop here, definitely, because we're, not going very fast. But, so yeah, tonight the F&O and VATSIM is the Northeast Quarter. Boston and Newark are both fully staffed. So the plan is to fly from Boston down to Newark in this plane as well. But yeah, we're gonna kind of throw them for a loop here because we're only cruising at 158 indicated, 178 over the ground. So I don't even know what that comes out to. I don't know what the winds are, so whatever. I suppose I could get a E6B out and calculate it, but I really don't care enough to. Kayak King Max, good to see you, man. It's good to meet you as well. You need a BFR. Oh no, Peter. Go get your damn BFR. Awesome hearing about your real life flight training and what you're learning. Yeah, dude, it's cool, man. It's fun. Like it's been a good time. Like, I can certainly be that guy and like, hang on. I gotta at least show you part of Sunday. I'm happy to share it, man. I would love to be taking more. Like, I would love to be sharing video, but I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to. Like, I've recorded pretty much everything. Like, me saying clear. But it was freaking like it was amazing. There was not hardly a cloud in the sky. It was just glassy smooth the whole way on Sunday. Like, it was an incredible morning to go flying because there was just nothing out there. And it got a little bit bumpy. It got a little bumpy on the way back because it was starting to warm up and whatnot. But like, it's still we could just see forever, and it was incredibly cool. Like, it was an awesome day. Contrast that to Saturday. Saturday was not great.
That's 102 Boston Center. Good evening.
So Saturday was not fantastic. And we actually ended up flying between some clouds for a little bit and then having to descend below the clouds because we had a kind of big layer that was ahead of us. So, yeah. It was cool, though. It was cool. But I'm happy to share. Like, I love talking about it. Most of my friends are tired of hearing about it at this point.
Thank you.
Do I have Mr. X's Catalina? I think so. I don't recall. Steve PHL, good to see you, man. Blind Pilot, welcome aboard. FSC Tony B, welcome aboard. I did say E6B. I learned how to use an E6B. Maybe not very good, but I learned how to use an E6B, damn it.
Warshed 720 cross Hancock.
I thought about getting a digital one, but it's like I have an E6B app on the phone and the tablet, so like that's actually all I need. But I got the metal one. I learned how to use the metal one just so I'd understand the theory of it all. And I'll probably use that on the big exam. But yeah, no, I mean, I think at the end I'm gonna pull together like some sort of like training montage with the videos because I have a whole bunch. Like I have a lot of footage here. Like I have. So these are all individual lessons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like I even have my first solo. Just pattern work. Pattern work. I have the first solo as well, which was kind of a cool one to record, and then my instructor got a bunch of videos of it too. And it's fun to go back and look because I can see like how much I've improved even in just this like little bit of time here since I've started. Like I was definitely like shaky on the controls and whatnot, and this may be, and I guess part of the reason I'm not sharing this is because this may have been a questionable day for us to go flying, especially from my first solo. But it's like whatever. I mean, we were legal. We were 500 feet above the clouds, more or less. But I'll probably put together something at the very end to kind of just show like the training off. Just I think random generic GoPro videos and whatnot are just like they're not interesting to just throw them out there. So.
Boston Center up 125 heavy with you, bundle 3.
Got here. We have 13 minutes to our next waypoint. 38 miles to go.
Northeast of the Presque KEWR.
And about that much longer to get down to Boston too.
Squawk 4755.
4755 for those folks on the highway.
A CR3. I haven't even looked into a CR3. Lambo, good to see you. Nice sale on the org. It says Watt TCV. Cool. Anything good? What do they got up there? 20 to 50% off some products. Sweet. Well, go check this plane out while you're at it. My first impressions are okay. That takeoff seemed a little off. Like, I was pitched for takeoff trim, and the plane started lifting off at like 60 knots, which did not seem correct.
That's Empress 567, level 35, sir.
Like, I was almost giving it full stick forward to keep it from climbing like crazy once I was off the ground.
Delta 102, contact New York, center 125.32, good night.
Stefan NV. Oh, one of those computers. That basically does the same thing, right, Peter?
New York Center 125.32.
I guess the difference, like the E6B has the winds and stuff on the back, but the front looks more or less the same.
125.32, Delta 102.
KC Flyer, good to see you, man.
102.
You're a little early for Oshkosh. Oh, it has a few extra functions. Okay. Cool. It does the winds as well, just in a slightly different way. I don't like how the E6B does the winds. Like, that's the one thing that kind of bothers me, because there's no, like, I'd have to carry a dry erase marker and, like, a piece of tape or something to be able to do the damn winds. Interesting. That actually looks less confusing.
Center JetBlue 23 passing through 12000 for 14000.
Yeah, that CR3 looks a little less confusing. Just use a pencil and wipe it off. That's a good idea.
Up to flight level 200, JetBlue 283.
I'm going to start carrying a pencil with me in my bag.
417 contact.
My flight bag is starting to get pretty
7124,
packed. Just random stuff. 195 version 2 is on sale for $23. Get it or not? I don't know. I want to fly the. I want to fly that one. I want to fly the 195 again with the new default, as opposed to using the FMC that they had built for that. What is our destination? Pat Dog 35. We're flying to Boston. We're flying in the VFlyteAir Piper Twin Comanche that just came out on the Newark.
That's a 125 radar contact.
We're flying D-Girl.
East of press out, maintain flight level 30.
And yeah, I mean we're not able to see a whole lot here because the weather kind of sucks. That's cool though.
1639 contact Providence approach 123.67. Have a good night.
Glide slope engaged. So I
23.67.
wonder if that means when it's in
Yeah,
localizer
229.
mode, if it'll actually grab the if it'll actually grab the glide slope.
Boston Center, November 435, exterior check.
435 Echo Sierra Boston, good evening, Mark.
Thank you very much. Boston Center, Skylane.
Not a bad little plane. There's really not a lot to it.
1,100.
It's basically like the Baron. I mean, there's certainly not a lot to look at here.
Boston Center, good evening, the Portland Altimeter 2992.
It's called an electronic E6B.
Mike.
Ah! I wanted to learn on the. I want to learn on the old-fashioned one, because I mean I have an E6B app, so I'll just use the app when I need to actually do that stuff. But as far as the actual E6B, like it was kind of fun to learn the mechanical one.
Yeah, 284, picking up from there, moderate, shop it, double.
Moderate chop. The Delta's reporting moderate chop, so that's basically like smooth air for everybody else. Like I almost ordered an electronic E6B, but I decided against it. I figured there was no reason to. Oh yeah, we can close the cowl flaps, can't we?
United 2D4.
Oh yeah.
Boston,
I never actually leaned either.
25, have a good night.
So let's close the cowl flaps. Let's actually lean the airplane out.
On the engine.
For Peak EGT right there. Let's go Rich of Peak. That's about Rich of Peak right there. You guys forgot to tell me to lean.
Empress 567 cross Bangkok, add a maintain.
That's okay, I won't hold it against you.
Bangkok, gotta maintain 190.
Shoot, we got plenty of gas.
567.
Watch that 1020, looks like
All right.
190, just give me a
Looking at the clouds.
Let's straight 100, let's straight 720.
Can't use the app for the written. I know that's why I learned the old-fashioned one. Flying Joe, good to see you, man.
Here on the ground of Portland with Juliet, looking to make a variety of Box.
It's not free. If you do exclamation point plane, you'll get a link.
435 Echo Sierra Boston Center, good evening, Cleanse Bus.
I don't really fly many free planes. I should lean. Thanks, Oddbod. Leaning is all set. Now that we're like 2/3 through our flight.
4 negative, try again.
Steven 12, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. Some messages.
Air Canada 554, your mic is extremely muffled. Squawk 4767.
Peter wished me good luck. Enjoy VATSIM not giving him more traffic tonight. You're welcome, Peter. I probably would have been at SoCal anyway this evening. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Let's regenerate this weather. Now we're starting to fly into some crap.
Reach on.
Tech Claw's here for 6 months. Tech Claw, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, my friend. Appreciate it.
Gulfstream 4800, checking in flight level 250.
Jacob Sactor's waiting for me in Boston. All right, man. How to get my VATSIM dialog box at the top of the screen? Ah, good question. If you go to Squawk Box, go to Preferences, set the text window size. So, like, it spawns kind of in the middle when X-Plane starts up. If you just set the text window size to something like I flip it between 10 and 1. So if it's on 10, the next time I start to sim up, I'll set it for 1 and hit OK. It'll reset the position to the top of the screen. Gets it out of the way. You can also Also bind a button to show it and hide it too. In my case, I have it bound to Q.
1329 contact Cleveland Center.
2 degrees on the air temperature now. I think we're going to need to get down here in a second. We're good for now, but we're going to be in that danger icing territory here in a second.
Yeah, 670 descend via the J1.
Retard.
Nightmare frame here for 6 months. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your captain speaking. 6 month goes fast. Yes, it does. Nightmare frame, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers. Appreciate it. You're welcome, Maverick. Once in a while, I help people. Once in a while, I do something useful. Not very often, but once in a while. 3 degrees. We're still good. Icing may cause my IRSs to lose alignment. Well, IRSs may cause us just to fall out of the damn sky. Weather is less than ideal, though. We're kind of still flying between layers, which works, but I can see that it's raining quite heavily out. Kind of wish I had a weather radar in this thing now.
Very Falcon over 435 looks here.
This would be a really interesting day to go fly the jets, though. Is this plane not Fiki? I doubt this plane is Fiki. I highly doubt the plane is Fiki. It's a good thought, though.
Number 435 Echo Sierra cleared to the Boston for a bit of Portland 4 departure, radar vectors to Kennebunk. And then, to standby, forward clearance, just flying it on the route right now, standby.
Is that knots or miles per hour? I bet that... Are we doing 190 miles per hour true or 190 knots true? I'm going to go with probably 190 miles per hour true. Would make the most sense. Yeah, we got the crappy weather coming up here. Flying into a thunderstorm. How's it doing outside? It rained pretty good. It's actually cleared up a little bit outside. Like it's not quite as dark and ominous as it was a few minutes ago. Outside is miles per hour. Okay. Is my heading Concord, Mass, or New Hampshire? New Hampshire right now. The Concord VOR in New Hampshire. So we'll overfly that. We'll fly a little bit east of Manchester, and then we're heading towards the Lawrence VOR. Yeah. So that's about what we got there. I just wasn't sure if the 190 was showing up was true miles. Oh. 133.0, 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see it.
Number 2800, possible discretion to maintain level 240.
Was that
okay, 330 gets us Boston approach. Let's grab the Addons at Boston. We're going to have hotel. And hotel 21010. Overcast 20,000. Altimeter 2992. ILS 22 right. Or ILS 27 and 22 left. Boston approach. Comanche 717 Tango Sierra 9,000 with hotel. Very important to book hotel. That's right.
717 Tango Sierra Boston approach. Good evening, Boston. Altimeter 2992.
902. 902 right there. Okay, 4 degrees. It's getting a little warmer outside. We're kind of popping through some layers here. It's definitely raining out. It's not choppy though. Like there's no turbulence right now, so that's good. Coming up on Concord, 3 miles away from Concord. Make a left turn here in a moment. Why is the Lawrence VOR not in there? Oh, that's past... Oh, right, yeah, because we need to zoom in a little more. Yes. Tommy gets us... Oh, I see. Tommy gets us past Manchester. Right, and then you go to Lawrence. Makes sense. Gotta say the weather's pretty accurate. It is, yeah. It's doing fairly well. I'm a little surprised that Boston's not more active right now, but they must be getting their asses kicked at departure and ground because there's 22 guys on the ground right now. Or 22 guys waiting for departure, I should say. There's probably 30 or 40 on the ground. I imagine Newark is going to be seeing something similar here in a moment. We have not been given an approach to expect. We're either 2-2 left or 2-7 for the ILS. So we'll see what they end up doing with us. A little bit of ground down there.
Boston departure, session 17, just have a 22 right, heading 140.
Which route are we doing? We're on the first route, Burlington down to Boston.
1317, Boston departure, radar contact, climb, and maintain 1010.
Just to give you an idea, this is what we're flying through right now. So, and the X-plane weather is going to be a little bit behind, so I'll force a refresh on that. We should get a big update here at the top of the hour. So the X-plane weather is a little bit behind what we're flying through. So most of this stuff that we're showing that we're flying into that's past is actually what we're going to be hitting on our way in there. So we're going to have likely have a pretty sporty approach here, as Josh would say. Daniel0925, good to see you. Piper 717 Tango Sierra, expect an approach of some kind. What is the weather at Boston? Crappy. Rainy and cloudy. Is the F-35 icon for FlyteAir? Absolutely. Do you like my F-35 icon? I can't make it bigger, really. That's all I got for you. I thought it was appropriate. All right, we'll have Manchester here off to our right. I know, Nagy. I'm running a little early today. I went ahead. I was ready to go at 5:30 or 6:30, I should say. So I was just like, all right, we'll just go at 6:30. But I figured, whatever. We'll still get a couple flights in.
River 813 Foxtrot Alpha, Boston approach.
Forgot to take it out of vertical mode. Orthos look fantastic, don't they? I know, man. Look at that. It's just amazing what Ortho Photos does for your sim.
Bradley approach 123.5. It must be Foxtrot Alpha.
All right, there's Manchester Airport over there. I believe. Yeah, I can see the approach lighting. I'm going to fly right over my home airport. Both of my home airports, most likely. Lara Croft Leon, good to see you. Happy Friday. Jay McCoffey, welcome aboard. I'm doing very well, man. How are you? Got some new faces coming in here tonight. Brown Bag Code, man, there's never a better time to install VATSIM and come join us. Or install X Squawk Box. It's going to be pure chaos in and out of Boston. Like, this is without question the calm before the storm. It's going to get really interesting here really soon.
Boston departure, getting at 1044, which passenger 2,400 via the path for departure.
Feels weird when you say Manchester, you're flying in the U.S. Yeah, no kidding. We've stolen all. They stole all of the names from Britain and put it here. So there's actually there's two Manchesters that we're going to be flying near. The one here that we're just now crossing, and then there's another Manchester that's up in Massachusetts, Manchester by the Sea, that we'll be flying near. But MHT is awesome. Yeah, Manchester Airport is fantastic. Like it's small.
United 1044.
There's a good bar there, and you usually get treated pretty well.
We were calling you, yes. We are now passing through 3,900 via the passport departure. 1044 radar contact, climb and maintain. I
am flying I'm flying this plane. Heli Pilot 7 Is this PMDG? How's your flight training going? Where did you get your ortho? This is absolutely PMDG. Flight training is going well, and I downloaded my ortho using Ortho for XP. How you doing, Chris, man? It's good to see you. Happy Friday, buddy. How is the Necromancer going? I'm ready to get my Necromancer on tonight. There's not really a lot to see here. Tigers 1904, good to see you, man. The weather is a little bit nasty. It's not bumpy, which is nice. It's just yeah, it's not bumpy, it's just soupy. I mean, I think that the ceilings are pretty high in Boston. Like, the ceilings were reporting 20,000 overcast. We could actually check 130. We can see what the sim is reporting right now. 35, 0. Com2 on.
Moderate bird activity in the area. Hazardous weather information and moving area available from ATC on request. Numerous construction planes in the Boston area and in the vicinity of Logan Airport. Advise on initial contact.
Go away. So you guys couldn't hear that, but the ceilings in the sim are reporting 3,500 overcast. So we'll do an update here at the top of the hour, and our bottom of the hour, or top of the hour, I should say.
United 1044 contact.
See if we get a different weather set coming in.
125.579, 1044.
DB Vetter, good to see you, buddy. J Snap, welcome aboard. Good to see you, Justin. Lovely weather indeed, I know. Voice modulator ate as much? Sounds like a ransom message. I like it. We will give you your weather when you send us 100 bitcoins. Boston, weather, information. Ha 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 ha. Sky conditions, unknown. Winds, unknown. Pay up. What do I think of Dovetail Flight Sim World? I don't know. I think Dovetail's doing what Dovetail does. They've got their head. They got their head in the right place, and I don't have an opinion beyond that because I haven't actually flown Flight Sim World. I got to get in touch with them. See if they'll send me a copy. The data is good to see you, man. It says good morning from a wet Perth. I hope she was worth it.
Boston departure, they're just 50 Alpha.
Good afternoon from Boston, or good evening from a wet Boston, I should say. Just finished raining here.
Heading of 140.
60.
All right, let's do weather refresh.
Good evening, radar contact. Climate maintain 14,000, heading 100 for now.
Oh yeah, there's the turbulence.
14,000, 100 on the head.
So now we're flying in a thunderstorm. Probably should ask for a diversion or lower, but I don't even know how to have them divert me. Plane's able to fly the course, though. It's just going to be a little bumpy for the passengers. The trim wheel's going crazy.
Set 17 Tango Sierra, descending main 18,000.
Say again the altitude for 7 Tango Sierra.
Set 17 Tango Sierra, descending main 18,000.
You cut out both times as I was trying to get the altitude there. One more time, or just type it.
717 Tango Sierra, descending maintain 6,000.
6,000, 7 Tango Sierra. I got it that time. You guys heard that, right? He cut out at the 6 both times. Take alt hold off. We'll leave it in pitch mode. We'll go ahead and go down. I think we just flew through a thunderstorm, so we're good for now. Keep on going down. Pull that power back a touch. Let's go mixture. Whoop, not the prop. Leave the prop at 2400. We'll go mixture forward.
Alpha, turn right direct stock.
Right direct stock, 50 Alpha.
Let's go full ridge. Get ourselves down. I want to keep myself below that yellow arc. Like, there's no reason. Like, we could go in the yellow arc because it's not that bumpy right now. But we did just fly through a thunderstorm, and who knows if we'll fly through another one up here. Crazy Diamond, good to see you, Wada. Welcome aboard. The gold, it's in the chest.
Boston, hello.
K. Smith, good to see you, Keith. Welcome aboard, sir. Happy Friday.
717 Tango Sierra, contact Boston. Approach now 118.25, bye-bye.
118.25, 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see you. 1825.
6050 Alpha, Boston Center 134.7, bye-bye. Order center, thanks much, see you around.
Okay, so we're 7,500. Boston approach, Comanche 717 Tango Sierra 7,500, descending 6,000 with hotel.
717 Tango Sierra, Boston approach for information, hotel flight, 150 vectors for the ILS approach, runway 22 left to land and hold short of runway 27.
Okay, 150, and we'll expect that, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, are you able to land and hold short of runway 27?
Affirmative.
Roger, you can expect that.
We'll call. Okay, 22 left, land hold short runway 27. So let's punch that in here. Flight plan, proc, select approach, the ILS 22 left, vectors. Just activate those now. And then let's pull this approach off, brief it real quick. Let's put you away for now. Nope, not that one. Boss. Coming up on 6,000 feet here. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on two things at once.
We're 7 Tango Sierra, expect vectors for a visual approach runway 22 right side.
Vectors for the visual 22 right, 7 Tango Sierra. Never mind.
United 670, turn right 10 degrees, let me know heading that is, I think it's 100, just to maintain 3,000.
Okay, there's 6,000, I'll hold.
Okay, right to 100, down to 3 for United 670.
United 670 traffic,
power
ensure
forward.
10 o'clock and 8 miles southeastbound, descending at 6,000 is a Twin Piper.
United 670, we're looking for the traffic.
Okay, well, we definitely have no visual in that airfield.
Twin Comanche, I forget.
Twin Comanche, affirmative.
United 670, we do have the traffic.
Wicked Pilot, welcome aboard. Hello, Lightning.
Thanks, sir. 7 Tango Sierra shouldn't be a factor about traffic at your, we'll call it 5 o'clock. And 7 miles southeastbound out of 4,500, Boeing 757, caution wing turbulence, 7 Tango Sierra, turn left heading 100.
Left to 100, and we're IMC right now, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, roger.
Yeah, no chance we'll get that traffic. Not a chance. It's a good thought, though. Appreciate it. It was a very nice traffic call out. Very well spoken. Very well articulated.
Fighting 120.
120 for United 670.
Still gonna.
Tango Sierra, flighting 120 to center, maintain 4,000.
120, 4,000, 7 Tango Sierra. 20, 4,000. Right down 4. Get about 1,000 feet per minute or so. A nice hearty descent rate, we'll go with that. And then 110.3. And change the CDI to VOR
If you
low.
have the time, could you just give me a quick ride report?
I'm sorry, United 670, say again, please.
I'm tuning in the ILS that we're not flying to, just in case we get bumped over to it. So I've tuned into 110.3 for my VOR log.
If you could define the report there, I'm unfamiliar with the term.
Ride report. How bad is the turbulence? What's the flight conditions?
Oh, I'm sorry. Ride report. We had a pretty smooth ride on the way down. Currently, right now, we are
So we're tuning into the ILS just in case we have to, just in case we get shifted over to the ILS 22 left. I'm not entirely confident that we're going to be able to get in here visually on 22 right.
70, right, thanks.
He's going to turn me pretty quick though.
70, turn right heading 130 to centimeter. Maintain 3,000 for now.
Okay, right to 130, and we'll stay at 3,000.
7 Tango Sierra, that traffic currently at your 4 o'clock, 3,000 southeastbound, Boeing 757, caution white turbulence.
Okay, negative traffic, 7 Tango Sierra. I don't know what he thinks I'm flying into.
7 Tango Sierra, to maintain visual separation from that traffic, caution white turbulence.
We do not have the traffic, 7 Tango Sierra.
Oh, 7 Tango Sierra, Roger, sorry. Wrong. I heard wrong, sorry.
All good. You heard wrong because of VATSIM. Fossils, good to see you, man. Exterminator, welcome aboard. Keith's in here eating this up. Say again, hello? What's going on? Oh, lady in the back seat, yeah, she's still on Tinder. Yeah. She found a really good one, apparently. She's got somebody in mind for Boston. She knows who she's hooking up with. So we'll drop her off in Boston.
70, you're 6
we'll grab the other guy. We'll take him down to Newark.
Maintain 3,000.
Creepy head shake lady though is not going with us. She's not going with us at all.
Okay, we'll fly 190, maintain 3,000. We'll establish on the approach for 22 left for United 670.
Okay, so he just flew us through the localizer.
7 Tango Sierra, turn right turn heading 240 to center, maintain 3,000.
240, 3,000, 7 Tango Sierra. 240.
Expect to land and hold short of runway 27.
That nose down. Been having some crazy flights. I know, man. Jazz Xbox, good to see you, buddy. It's been good flights. I like this stuff. Like I really like this kind of weather.
And hold short runway 27. Traffic on a 3-mile final, 8-mile final, 13-mile final, 18-mile final, and 23-mile final runway 27.
Copy that. Upon landing,
yeah, okay, we got them all in sight. Every one of them.
Technically, it's only if the tower tells you, so all I can give you is expected to.
Okay, we'll expect that for United 670.
You'll be in the Uber on the way to the hotel, and you'll get a text from ATC traffic.
Traffic volume is at 12 o'clock and 7 miles. Report on the site.
We're looking, but we're still in the soup. 7 Tango Sierra.
Roger, 7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, so we're looking for that traffic, of which there is none. Whoops. We're also looking for that altitude, too, of which there is plenty. Three aspects of being a pilot. Zuggle Bunny, good to see you. Knowing how to fly, how to diagnose mechanical electrical problems, and how to understand radio chatter. I suck at the last two. Yeah. It's just kind of its own special thing on VATSIM because the voice quality is so bad. But I mean, I'm flying into the local airport here, so it's not all terrible. There's definitely none of that traffic out there. Like, not a chance that we're going to see him until we get lower.
Yeah, 670, contact the Boston Tower now on 28.81.
I keep hitting the weather refresh button, and it keeps giving me the exact same weather.
I appreciate it. See you next time.
So I got a road there.
Take good care, Zoo.
We got the Beverly Airport here right in front of us, somewhere. So what I may do is request a contact approach, if that's what he wants to give me. I'm not sure how he's going to put me on that localizer. Or how he's going to get me into the localizer. Or whatever, I don't know. Jab Soda, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. Hope you were doing well. Congratulations on your big app release. DPHL, good to see you, man. Another shopping day. Rotate MD80, 2 more rep packs. Another Caronado sale so I can use the new reps. There you go. Cole Hood, welcome aboard. It is very foggy. Down there is the beacon for Beverly.
7 Tango Sierra fighting 220.
220, 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, so he's got us lined up pretty much on final now. 22 right.
7 Tango Sierra, the airport at 12 o'clock, miles reported in sight.
We're looking for it, 7 Tango Sierra, but it's still pretty soupy out.
Much understand. I'll get you low shortly, and I lied. It's 8 miles and 13 miles. I can't count.
7 Tango Sierra. Yeah, it is very foggy, though. Foggy and rainy and cloudy, and I don't know how he thinks he's going to get me in for this visual approach. Like, I can see the ground, so if he can get me lower, once he gets me lower, we might have a chance. But it depends on what like, I keep reloading the weather, trying to get whatever the most up-to-date is. But it kind of depends on what the clouds are, or what the visibility, I should say, is once we get down. So, like, we're running parallel to the approach path right now. This is exactly what I hope would happen. That we'd come in here and they'd be like, oh, crap, he goes real slow.
7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 2,000.
2,000, 7 Tango Sierra. And 7 Tango Sierra has the field.
7 Tango Sierra, thank you, Captain. You're cleared for the visual. Runway 22 right side.
22 right side, visual, clear for the visual. Clear for the visual, 22 right, 7 Tango Sierra. Autopilot off. Prop full. Mixture. Lights. Plug in X squawk box. Show who's online. Boston Tower is 28.8. Okay, I stand corrected, by the way. He was able to get us in. 28.8. I'm going to stay to the right. I'm pretty much going to stay to the right of the center line here because there's no reason not to. I know that we've got additional landing traffic off to our left side. So I'm just going to kind of do them a favor and come in at a little bit of an angle. We're going to get a land and hold short runway 27. Or land runway 28 or 22 right. Actually, no, we won't even get a hold short. Like, it's not even going to be necessary because this runway doesn't cross 27. You should be sending us over to tower here in a second.
Calling Boston Park again.
Thank you, pilot. Good to see you. I saw German markings on D-Girl. D-Girl is German, yeah.
Okay, calling Boston Park again. Louder. You're extremely quiet and muffled.
Speak up. L-term crew, good to see you, man.
Okay, calling Boston approach. You're unreadable. Try it text.
Yeah, I mean, the weather is not going to be exact. The weather is still on a bit of a delay.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, contact the Boston Tower now, 128.8 long.
28.8, 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see you, man.
Clear line 27, 1922.
Just the 1272, looks like you're on the runway there. Did you hold short?
It looks like you're on the runway. Boston Tower, Comanche 717 Tango Sierra, visual 22 right. Still keeping that angle. Don't know where the other traffic. I don't know where or if there's traffic.
Runway change to 22 left.
Say again?
7 Tango Sierra, Boston Tower. Can you switch to runway 22 left?
Affirmative. We can switch 22 left. 7 Tango Sierra.
Roger, clear to land runway 22 left. Wind 210 at 10.
Clear land runway 22 left. To Comanche 717 Tango Sierra. I have no idea what the speeds are for this plane, so we'll just get the speed down.
Boston Tower, United 670, we are clear of the active, I'm unsure of our taxiway at this point.
Gear. First notch of flaps. Retract flaps to avoid damage. Whatever. My flaps don't get damage. Hey, fine. Fine engineering.
Calling tower, second.
There.
And Boston Tower, United 670, we are clear of the
Flaps
active.
full. Okay, gears down.
Hold short of runway 22 right.
Really?
Traffic will be departing.
Okay, gears down, green.
Taxiing hold short of
Flaps are
22
down,
right,
indicated.
United 670.
Lights are set. Runways in sight. Clearance is received.
Simply 1272, are you still on frequency?
Keep a little bit of power in, it looks like. Oh, we were crazy high, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was no reason for us to really get down.
American 1105.
Down.
Be much longer here. We're just trying to get rid of a traffic jam at the end of the runway.
Down! Perfect.
American 1105, yes, I see a traffic crossing on the left and right.
Is there a last aircraft day again?
Power and take this thing. So there's the Yankee on our right. Let's take this all the way down to Quebec.
From left to right, probably.
Yeah, you finally got moving. American 1105, you are clear for takeoff. Traffic will be holding short about midfield.
Clear takeoff. Just 105, thank you.
Yeah, 994, hold short runway 22 right, departing traffic.
Roger, hold short, 22 right, United 9.
Okay.
Actually, on 994, do you have the taxiway mic there, just off to your right? Yeah, 994, do you have
We do not. We do not for United 94.
There's Mike right there.
no problem.
Or mixture back here.
So 221 Boston Tower, good evening, wind 210 at 10.
We know
runway
ground is going to
27,
be
clear to
probably
land.
next. 21-9er. So while we're waiting here, we'll put him there.
Yeah, yeah, I think right here. You want us over at ground or still with you?
So,
You're still with me, United 1922 Coach. Derek, do you have a taxiway mic? Do you have new scenery?
Informative line.
Yeah, 1922, roger. Right turn on Mike, left turn on Charlie, hold short runway 22 right.
Alright, right turn on Mike, left turn on Charlie, hold short 22 right, 1922.
Tower Comanche 7.
1105, contact departure, we'll see you.
Well, over to the departure, American 1105 to you.
Tower Comanche 717, Tango Sierra, clear Foxtrot, looking for general aviation.
7 Tango Sierra, taxi up 2 and hold short runway 2 for departing traffic.
Okay, taxi up 2, hold short 22 right, 7 Tango Sierra. Oh, we actually weren't clear of 22
Yeah,
left, were we?
1268 Boston Tower, runway 22 right, line up and wait, traffic crossing downfield.
Close enough.
United 1268, I believe the not sure right, it was ahead of us.
Oops.
Yeah, 1268, say again. United 1268, the American holding short off to our right is ahead of us in line. Oh, you are right, thank you sir. American 196, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
This will be an interesting departure, that's for sure.
Thank you for that, United.
And United 1268, just to make it official, hold short.
Yeah, they're all
runway
going to be
22
shark
right.
fins tonight, it looks like.
Hold short,
JetBlue
22
shark
right, United
fin.
1268. 7 Tango Sierra, cross runway 22 right, hold short of Bravo, monitor ground, point 9er.
Cross 22 right, hold short Bravo, monitor ground, point 9er, 7 Tango Sierra.
Yeah, 678, cross runway.
No, wait, off the ground, you're with me. Delta 15, go ahead.
Too fast. I want to go fast though, Lucian. Good to see you, man.
Off the ground, runway 22 right, taxi by Kilo Bravo November, hold short runway 1, correction, cross runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left.
What's up?
Delta 15 heavy is going to need 22 left to the departure.
Okay, we can get our strobes off. Leave our landing lights on now. Because we don't have taxi lights, so.
Taxi
Squirrels, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday, Paul. Hope you are doing well.
22 left by Bravo November, cross 15 right, hold short 15 left. Very heavy.
Just waiting at the taxiway.
Ground, good evening, United 3 short of Alpha taxi, please.
Just gonna pull a park brake, be lazy.
And ground JetBlue 2679 ready for taxi. And JetBlue 2679, hold position please. United 7000.
All these shark fins, man, that's kind of disappointing. There goes another one.
Yes, sir. We are out.
Holy crap,
sorry,
dude! Look at
and
all
then
the
north of Harmony.
just a ton of planes. Like some of these are static objects, but then some of these are actually real planes. Like he's real, he's real, he's real, he's real. If they got a beacon, they're real.
Right, hold short runway 15 left. Hold your read back, please. Break. United 1747 crossway 15 left on the other side. Monitor tower 128.8.
I fly Sim 9. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday.
5 left on the other side. Monitor tower 28.8. United 1747. Thanks. Good night.
Bipolar Bear 8644. Good to see you.
Back, please.
Turbo 1379, split taxiable to right, crossway 15 right in the top shot.
So we should just get right on Bravo into the ramp.
This was 2679, runway 2 right, taxi via Alpha, November, crossway 5 right, hold short runway 15 left.
So they're taking off 22 right. So if they're taking off 22 right, why did they do a land hold short on 27? That's interesting.
2679, let's listen up please. Cross runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left.
Cross runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left, 2679.
Talk a little slower. That's
American
fine.
826, on cross runway 15 left on the other side, monitor Boston Tower 128.8, have a good flight.
Right, tower on the other side, American 826.
Good evening, Boston Ground Southwest 15 with hotel. Back with you. Ready, taxi to...
Back
22
with
right.
you.
Or with India, actually.
United 703, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 2.
Just sneak on the ramp, nobody will notice.
15 right, hold short runway 15 left.
Roger, taxi out.
I'm not paying for fuel tonight, so.
15 left, United 7003.
United 2003,
It's going to be interesting getting out of here, though.
negative, that's... Runway 22 right.
They're not
via
going to be
Alpha,
happy with me.
Alpha 2.
You have two props and you want to, like, two pistons and you want to fly to my air? Yeah, I do.
Roger, Alpha 2, Bravo, November, cross 15 right, short of 15 left, United 7000.
United 7003, give way to the Delta Boeing 747, moving right to the left on Bravo. You can follow him to the runway.
Okay, give way to the 747, United 7000.
Boston Ground, Unit 001, ready for taxi.
747.
And Southway 2 right, via Kilo Bravo November.
He told me to monitor, but I think I'm going to make a call here in a second because I'm feeling a little impatient.
Kilo Bravo November, cross 15 right, hold short 15 left, Southwest 15.
The plane has its cargo door open, does it?
Boston Ground,
information.
That doesn't.
Aircraft, I'll monitor by clearance delivery. Let's go ahead and follow that, please. American 724, are you with me?
American 724, go ahead.
American 724. American.
And American 724.
I don't know what to say.
Take position on the field, please.
The guy with ground radar wants to know where you're at.
American 724, we just took back from Bravo 35.
See? Oh, his gear's animated now. That's cool.
Boston Ground Unit 464.
American 724, Boston Ground. You ready for taxi?
American 724 at the affirmative. Toward Alpha.
American, runway 22 right, taxi via Charlie, Bravo, November, cross runway 15 right, hold short, runway 15 left.
Goes to 747, not on the center line.
737, that'll be moving right to left on Bravo.
No shits were given. Pardon my French. How are our temps doing? Forgot to open the cowl flaps.
Boston Ground, Cafe on Alpha, ready to taxi.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Cafe 811 Alpha, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha, November, cross runway 15 left, hold short, runway 1, correction, cross 15 right, hold short, runway 15
Big
left.
plane.
And also, make sure you're squawking 1305, or correction, 1345 and low Charlie.
Play chicken with the 747. Yeah, no kidding.
Runway 22 right, hold short of 15 left, via Alpha, and can you please repeat the squawk code?
And Cafe 11 Alpha, that's 1345, and Low Charlie, please. No need to respond. Definitely 2679, crossway 15 left on the other side.
Ow!
Tower,
He clipped me. He clipped me.
Cross 15 left on the other side, monitor tower.
This guy's moving with some conviction. Oh, he's in Southwest, that's why.
001.
Aircraft standby. Aircraft standby.
This is why there's like 3 ground controllers in Boston.
United 001, runway 15, correction, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha November, crossway 15 left, ultra 1.
They're kind of lucky they don't have more guys arriving, because this guy would be completely screwed if there were more arrivals.
United 001 is cleared 22 right to Alpha, November cross, 15 left, hold short, 15 right.
Like right now, there's basically just 2 of us that are waiting to go back to the gates, but...
Requesting push and start.
I'm not sure if you're calling me. Everybody was given monitor, and anybody who's already on frequency should be standing by.
Ooh.
Delta 1508, if I haven't already given it to you, runway, cross runway 15 left, and contact tower for 22 us, please.
You mean more completely screwed, that's true. You're on guard! Ninja with guitar, good to see you. Uncooked Bacon, welcome aboard. Happy Friday, guys. My immersion is at an all-time high right now. I feel immersed. All he has to do is put me on Bravo and get me around the corner, and then I'm no longer an issue for him.
Okay. United 7003, cross 15 left. On the other side, monitor tower 1.
I'll just start hitting my IDID button. That'll piss him off, right?
Roger, cross 15 left. I'm running for 128.
Exiotis LS1, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard, sir. Yeah, Squawk Hijack, go to the GA parking. It wasn't me, man, I swear.
November 717, Tango Sierra. Taxi and signature via right on Bravo, hold short, taxiway November.
Right, Bravo, hold short November to signature, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, clear to the left. He's got another arrival coming in. Very pretty night, look at that. Is that an arrival? They don't have somebody coming in on 3-3 left, do they? Or 1-5 right.
Hey, from 101.
Clipper 101, I apologize to keep you late tonight. Runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha November, crossing 15 right, hold short, 15 left.
Okay, there's November.
Right, the Alpha November, crossing 15 right, hold short, 15 left, Clipper 101.
November 717 Tango Sierra, just verify you're going to be holding short, taxiway November.
Holding short November, 7 Tango Sierra.
Alright, I'll need to keep you there for just a minute. Right. Southwest 221, you can taxi straight ahead.
Homie started yelling at me before I even got up here. Like, oh, you're moving at a pretty good clip.
Boston, grind with me.
United 670 with you, go ahead.
777?
And United 670 will need to put you at the Charlie terminal tonight. You can taxi straight ahead via Charlie into the ramp.
Okay, Charlie in the ramp.
You don't get a choice where you're parking.
With you tonight for United 670.
Flight time is 1 hour, taxi time is 3 hours. Yeah, we've actually been sitting on the ground probably about half the time that we spin up in the air. That's okay, though. It's going to be just as bad once we get out of here, too. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes right now that are waiting to take off. So on the way out of here, it's going to be just as bad. What is that guy doing? He crashed? I think he crashed.
Cross 15 left and monitor tower 128.8 on the other side. 15.
Maybe not.
Good job.
For anybody who's been waiting a while on frequency, I appreciate your patience. Things got real fast. We'll get y'all moving soon. November 7 Tango Sierra. You can continue your taxi to signature after the DC6 passes left to right.
Okay, continue my taxi after the DC6 passes left to right, 7 Tango Sierra.
And United 001.
After the DC6 taxis across you, continue your taxi. Would have probably been a better way to approach that.
Cross 15 left, monitor tower, United 1.
Request 27 on takeoff.
14 heavy, ready for
Yeah, with any luck, they'll give me 1-5 right.
United 464 Boston ground.
I'll take a big crosswind like that. Like, I'm not worried about that. That's why it's called Scare Canada, not Air Canada. Aha, I see.
Yeah, Speedbird Concord. Correction, Speedbird 214 heavy. Runway 22 right, taxi by Alpha November. Cross runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left.
I will say these new CSLs that they've got are pretty cool. Like the Bluebell put together.
Right by Alpha
I know we have a lot of
November,
these in
15
Pilot
right.
Edge, but seeing them on VATSIM is a neat thing. Because traditionally VATSIM just looks like poo. Holy crap, man! Moving at a good clip here.
15 left and monitor tower. Yes, 811 Alpha.
Pepper 101. Approximately 15 left on the other side of the monitor, Boston Tower, into 828.
Cross 1 left meter, side tower 118.
Just jump in right here.
128 decimal 8. Good luck and thanks for service. Pepper 101.
Turn a transponder over to VFR. Stand by. Park next to this guy. We can turn our lights off. No, don't do that. Turn the light off. There we go. Okay. Hold park brake. Hops back. Mixture back. Let the right come off. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the mags.
United 464 Boston ground.
Turn them off. We'll go ahead and turn off the avionics. And we'll turn off the master. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. We made it. All right, next leg's going to take us down to Newark. But before that happens, I'm going to go stretch the legs for a few minutes. Can I see my squawk box settings? They're exactly, like, they're totally... Yeah, okay. Here they come. 3, 2, 1. So we'll take a little break. I'm going to go step away, use the bathroom, say hi to my wife, probably grab another beer. And then we will go and do some more flying. So the next flight's going to take us down to Newark. And yeah, if you're on VATSIM, you may as well come join us. Boston down to Newark. I'm sure it's going to be a bit of an event coming out of here. It should be fun. We got people coming in. We got people taking off. So we'll just do this. That's a good shot for you right there. So guys, if you're taking off, thank you very much for joining me tonight. If you're sticking around, we'll see you here in just a few short minutes. Continuing on for the second flight of the night. So I'll be right back. Look virtual. We'll see you, man. All right. I can't fly. I won't be able to fly departure because I'm in a piston. I was thinking about taking the night flying off. Jack Sims, good to see you. Bradbury, welcome aboard. Allurge, welcome aboard. There's my clearance. They do PDC here, which is nice. Keith. Okay. Boston to Newark. AFT. And 1366. 8,000 on departure. 30 approved route, Bo Sox, V1, HFD, V3, CMK, 623 SACs that we filed. We do not have a SID to climb out on. Departure frequency 133.0. Surge departure clearance, need to reply. Contact Boston clearance 121.65. The location in the airport. Assign SID star current is for the push if you have questions. So we're going to contact Boston when we're ready to go. Okay, so we'll just get started up and all that. All right. So let's get this thing loaded back up. Kill the music. Hello, welcome back. Part number 2. I'm being spectated, apparently. That's cool. I know NCS released more music. They release new stuff pretty much every week. KRN Casper, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club, sir. Thank you for your support. Cheers. I appreciate it, buddy. All right, Louise, have a good night, buddy. We'll see you. Speedbird 007, good to see you. Anybody else I missed? Rocks Live, welcome aboard. All right, let's get this thing going. Go master switch on. Oh, you know what? Let's get the plane loaded up first. So weight and balance. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of Tinder chick. She's got her hookup, and we'll get This guy looks like he's gonna mug somebody. Look, he's taking a crap right now. You better not be pooping on my upholstery. I just had this thing rebuilt. Oh boy. All right. Okay, so that's done. I guess we can turn this up. Whoops, not that, but that. It's really dark. You guys want a night flight, or do you want me to make it daytime again? JFK Ramp Ride, good to see you, man. PPL's going well, average gamer. Chili Willie's welcome aboard. All right, so we got our people. Let's get our gas. We'll pull these. We'll top the tanks off here. Actually, you know what? No, we don't need to do that. We can just run with our mains full, because we're not gonna burn more than 4 hours worth of fuel, which is about what we have with the mains. All right, we'll leave it at night. I mean, we're not going to be able to see anything anyway once we get up there, so because the weather's going to remain fairly drab on the way down. More thunderstorms by the time we get down to Boston, or by the time we get down to Newark too. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get this thing started up. So master switch on, avionics are off. Let's go full prop, full mixture, crack the throttle, fuel pump left, right, mags 1, 2, 3, and 4 on. We'll start with the right engine. Actually, let's go clear prop. Clear prop. Nav beacon. Okay, start with the engine right. Turn avionics on before flight. I know. 1,000 RPMs right there. Oil pressure's good. Oil temps coming up. Cylinder head temps are good. Fantastic. So let's go left engine. Okay, left engine's up. Oil pressure, oil temp, cylinder head temp's good. Let's go avionics on. sucker's sitting about 1,000 RPMs here while she warms up, or warms back up. And then go to flight plan, menu, delete flight plan. Okay, I really wish we had airways in here. Really wish we had airways, but let's go KBOS. Could have flown this thing slant off if I really wanted to. But I don't feel like it. Okay, first waypoint's Bosox. B. O. S. O. X. And from there, we're gonna fly to Graham. I'm gonna skip some waypoints on this whole flight plan. Might come bite me in the ass later, but we're gonna try this for now. So Graham. A. Y. M. Forgot to lean my engines out here too while we're sitting. From Graham, we'll head down to Hartford, HFD. H. F. D. From Hartford, we'll go to Carmel. CMK. From Carmel, we're going to go to CV. Angry Pilot, drinks on me, he says. Angry Pilot, thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it, sir. Cheers. It will be very cool when Laminar releases their G1000. I agree. Thank you very much, Angry Pilot, though. I appreciate it, buddy. CV. Lots of riveting material here right now. From CV, we're going to go to Sax. A. X. And from Sax, we go to Newark. K. E. W. R. Okay. It's a flight plan. Change the CDI over to the GPS. Come down here. We'll put you on... Actually, we'll leave you on heading, because I'm sure that's what we'll get initially. Roll Alt. And then... we'll set our transponder to 1366. 1366. Go mode C. Check the flight controls. Left, right. Forward, back. Good there. And let's go flaps to... where's my flap button at? Flaps to takeoff. Set our trim to takeoff. I'm going to leave the trim at 0 this time. Putting the trim all the way up to takeoff last time kind of bit me. And I don't want to do that again, so let's not. So ground to 21-9er. We'll grab clearance because it said clearance said call him. So clearance said to call him on 2165. Let's do this. 21-9er. That's ground. We'll get him next. 2165. Oh, that's 2865. Let's try that again. 2165. Perfect. Doing my flight from Los Angeles to Albuquerque, Dallas, Fort Worth. Cool. Nice, man. Going for a little night swim in Boston. That's right. GDP programs at Newark, LaGuardia, and JFK. Ooh. Yeah, I imagine it's a bit of a mess down there with the weather ramp wrap.
Expect runway 2 right for departure, and for India is current, and straight to taxi.
Oh yeah, I should get the weather, shouldn't I? ATIS is something that I might care about.
Okay, we're having India on the way. Call you back for taxi. Quality 330.
Information India, 210 at 10. Rain. Broken 11,000. Altimeter's 29904.
Yeah, I forget my name sometimes too.
Clearance, Comanche 717 Tango Sierra is up at the General Aviation, ready to go.
Remember 717 Tango Sierra, Monterey Ground, 1.9, have a good night.
Okay, go to ground, 7 Tango Sierra, take care. Is that monitor ground or call ground?
Yeah. That's monitor ground, 1.9.
Monitor ground, 7 Tango Sierra, see it. Alright, there's ground.
135 Tango Sierra, clear runway 22 right, short of Bravo.
And let's get tower queued up and ready to go. So Boston Tower is 28.8.
435 Echo Sierra, Boston ground. Continue holding short, taxiway Bravo.
So my guess is that they got clearance acting as some like pseudo ramp control here. So now we're sitting back with ground. We're supposed to monitor, wait for him. With any luck, they'll just give us 1-5 right. Like, I'll take 1-5 right. Get some lights on. Oh, there's somebody right there. Oh, look at that line of traffic, man. Bring ourselves up there to the edge of the non-movement area. So I'm going to say it's about right there. Let's pull the park brake. Will it float? I don't know. It probably will.
And we're looking to go back to Terminal Bravo on the west side.
Draco says Albuquerque is the best airport, without question.
American 720.
There's not a hint of bias in that, I'm sure.
And American 720, if you can make me there either in the South Cargo pad or Juliet pad. And taxi via Juliet and Bravo and Echo. That'll get to the gate.
Okay, we can make
That's
a right turn
technically
here.
not a taxiway. We'll come over here.
Thank you.
And Beechcraft 435 Echo Sierra, you can taxi the signature via right on Bravo.
Signature via Bravo, 40,000.
And November 7117 Tango Sierra, are you with me?
Affirmative, 7 Tango Sierra.
And November 717 Tango Sierra, everyone you do right. You can... Christian, are you able to accept when we see the right intersection Quebec?
22 right Quebec, we definitely can, 7 Tango Sierra.
Alright, I'll tell you what, November 717 Tango Sierra, when we see the right intersection Quebec, taxi via Bravo, Alpha, Quebec, we'll short runway 22 right.
Bravo, Alpha, Quebec, 22 right, 7 Tango Sierra.
And 7 Tango Sierra, that'll be Bravo, Lima, Alpha, Quebec.
Bravo, Lima, Alpha, Quebec, 7 Tango Sierra, that makes more sense. Intersection departure, I like it, man. That's going to shortcut us.
Delta 2435, Boston ground, you with me?
With any luck, that'll shortcut us at least.
Boston ground, Delta 2435.
Alright, this should be Lima right there.
Ready to taxi, for departure.
Delta 725, crossway 15.
Nope, there we go.
On the other side,
Right, Lima.
128 and cross 15 left, southwest 125, have a good night.
Monster planes down here in the international area.
2435, runway 22 right, taxi via Kilo Bravo,
Retard,
Peter says, woo! Peter, thank you very much for 6 months, man. I really appreciate it. Cheers, buddy.
Taxi, runway 22 right, hold short, runway 22 right there.
You get your very aptly colored C now. Keep this thing straight.
Delta 3022 Boston, can I do with me?
This is 3022 here.
Ghost lights!
Delta 3022 Heavy.
Oh man, look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. It's so neat to freaking have real CSLs in this simulator now.
Push approved on Alpha Face Eastward.
Somebody was asking earlier what these CSLs are. It's the Bluebell pack for X Squawk Box.
And Delta
they work in Pilot Edge as well.
The last two numbers mixed up in your transponder. Squawk 1365 when able.
Yassine Boz, welcome aboard. This is this plane. That's the plane. I don't know if they're CSLs or what they're not the they're not the crazy CSLs that Pilot Edge has. They're not the crazy CSLs that Pilot Edge has, but they're definitely higher definition and they're using better rendering techniques than what they previously had. Yeah, there's November. That means Quebec is next. That's still November.
Right.
But yeah, I mean they're rendering like they're rendering using
right. By Charlie Bravo November crossway 15 right.
They're rendering using like the new lighting engine and all that stuff, as opposed to the old ones that were just crap.
Can you please say again, KLM-101 Heavy?
KLM-101 Heavy, runway 22 right, taxi by Charlie Bravo.
Okay, there's Boston Tower. Departure is 33-0. Okay, do that. Pull you. Boston Tower, Comanche 717, Tango Sierra, holding short 22 left, Quebec intersection departure. Let's do the run up.
717, Tango Sierra, Boston Tower. Short traffic is on about Alpha 27.
7 Tango Sierra. Okay, 2,000 RPMs. There's the drop. Back up. Here's the drop. Cycle the props. That works. And suction, ammeter. Everything's good. Green, green, green. All the way back to idle. Okay, idle's about 700. Good there. Open the cowl flaps. Full mixture, full prop. We're ready to go. Landing traffic. Holy crap, dude. Rotate! Rotate! Think he forgot. Or not rotate, flare. I think he forgot to flare. Buddy, you're coming in real hot.
It's going to be about minutes for white turtles.
Well, 7 Tango Sierra. They're on. Go search for Bluebell on the org. Like you'll find them. I forget how I found them, but there's the Bluebell CSL pack that's on explain.org. See.
Yeah, 25, 43, welcome to Bronx, make it right label and let me know.
Oh, buddy, you gotta get to, there you go.
Actually, Mike.
Fly BM, TBM, good to see you, man.
14 heavy contact departure.
Go look for the Bluebell CSL pack on explain.org. That's how I found it, man.
American 1911 cross runway 22.
Download, install, and go. How are the CSLs in X-Plane 10? I think you can get these in 10 as well.
Bravo, American 1911.
I have no idea what to anticipate on this departure.
Boston Tower, good morning, United States 51, short of 60.
Aircraft on tower, say again.
Tower, good morning, United 1551.
2, 3, 4. It's like 4 or 5 guys waiting. I think we're going to get ahead of them.
Roger. We'll have a small prop departure.
Yeah.
Field prior to.
Oh, yeah. They're getting us off first. That's awesome.
United 1551.
Sucker. Mr. Straubing, good to see you, Rick. We're in the F&O tonight. We're flying Boston down to Newark now. It's a pretty eventful night here in Boston. A lot of traffic. It was nuts on the ground. And there's a bunch of guys waiting. We're just kind of sitting here. People keep going past us in the back. A lot of stuff.
17 go 17 Sierra. Wind 2108, runway 22 right at Foxtrot. Correction at Quebec. Clear for takeoff. Runway heading.
Clear for takeoff 22 right at Quebec. Runway heading. Comanche 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, lights, camera, action. Clear to the left. Clear to the right. Let's go flying. I'm going to use as much runway as I've got available to me here. Because we ain't got much. We don't need much, though. But we're going, we don't need roads. Okay, power's up, engines, instruments in the green. Airspeed's alive.
It is 1551, runway 22 right. Wait.
1551, 22 right on it.
Out of the right gear. Get ourselves 500 feet. We'll bring the flaps in.
Contact departures.
Departure 7. Take us here. We'll see it.
Approach 118.25.
Boston, approach 108.
Myself up to 130 miles per hour for the climb. Climbing up to 8,000. Boston departure, Comanche 717 Tango Sierra, climbing through 1,000 for 8,000.
717 Tango Sierra, Boston departure radar contact, climb maintain 8,000.
I maintain 8,000, Comanche 7 Tango Sierra.
717 Tango Sierra, you able to accept an amended cruise altitude of 10,000?
Yeah, we can go to 10,000, yeah, at 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, climb maintain 10,000. We'll have more traffic along the route of flight.
Okay,
I want to say to have one, a DC-6.
Okay, climb maintain 10,000, Comanche 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, so we're going to 10. Okay, we're climbing, we'll bring the props back to 2,500.
Right, 717 Tango Sierra, turn right direct to go.
Right direct to Bosox, 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, direct. Oh, go to flight plan. Bosox, direct. Activate. Put you on, so we're on, CDI's on nav, GPS. Go to nav mode. We're gonna nose down a touch, getting slow. See ya. Okay, there's 130. That's what we're shooting for here. There goes the rain. Do a little refresh of the weather here, make sure we got the current. So I have regenerate weather bound to a button on my joystick. That's what I keep nailing there. Just to make sure I've got whatever's current. We're just using stock X-plane weather at the moment. So climbing through 4,000, planning 10,000, direct to Bosox. Pays to be you, I guess. Yeah, dude, the weather's pretty, the weather's not fantastic. Like, it's gotten better. So it was pretty nasty coming in here. But if we look at the radar, kind of what we're dealing with out of here, We got some bad stuff to the south of us. We got some bad stuff sort of to the west. I'm not really worried about that. The stuff I am worried about is this cluster here near Newark. That's going to cause us some hassle once we get down to Newark proper.
Boston departure, good morning, United 1551, we're climbing through 2,300 for 5,000.
United 1551, Boston departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
14.
Got meter back a little bit. EGT up there. Everything looks good. Oil pressure's a little on the high side. Not much I can do about that. Almost like Air Force One part. I know, dude. 10,000. No, that's just how you say it, man. Just 10,000. 10,000 feet. If it was 13,000 feet, they'd say 13,000. Or 13,000 or 10,000. Yeah, the CSL package, Bluebell CSL's package will work with Pilot Edge as well. I think Keith actually ships those in the latest version of the client. Like, I think all of this stuff gets shipped with the newest version of the client, along with the HD CSLs that you can download from Pilot Edge. Looking good, looking good. Climbing through 6,500. They have definitely improved the rendering on the night lighting in here. That goes on forever.
Boston departure, United 464, at 1,500, climbing 2,800.
Ah,
Yeah, 464,
so
Boston
nice.
departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 1.
I don't do night flights very often, so this stuff's all kind of new.
4,000, United 464.
Crap, a little loud there. Bluebell does not work with Pilot Edge out of the box. True. It works, I guess, but I don't think it's accurate. Or something like that, I'm not sure. But the Pilot Edge client definitely ships with all that stuff. I do play Diablo 3, yes, Daedalus. I'm looking forward to playing some Necromancer later tonight. Assuming we're not flying for, forever this evening. This second flight's going to be like an hour and a half. And yeah, the night lighting's always been pretty good in X-Plane. I don't know. I like to look out the window, and so like night flying just doesn't always do it for me, because you can look out the window and not really see much. Like, I know that's I-95. And that's 95, and that's... I'm not sure what that highway is there. Might be 295 or 395. That's I-90. Oh, that's I-90. Nah, I don't know.
1551, contact Boston center now, 125.
Yeah, that's 90. That's Route 3. That's 95. 495 will be up ahead. So you're talking about roads all night, I guess. Less than 1,000 to go. Our nose down.
Boston departure, Southwest 1337.
My dad stumbled upon a smuggler stash with a case of German import beer behind a bus shed next to his house. That's a little odd, Ryan, but it sounds good. Is it good beer? Guy on a plane asked, where are we right now? We are west of Boston. Heading out of Newark.
464, right turn, heading 120.
120, 464.
Southwest 1337, traffic E190, 12 o'clock now.
Alright, coming up on 10,000 here. Get her leveled off. What are the numbers to the left of the altitude indicator?
We have traffic in sight for 1337.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Right here?
Climb and maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000 for 1337.
Okay, there's 10,000. ahead and bring the power back to 2,400 RPMs. And we'll do the mixture this time. So we're watching our EGT gauge here. Actually, you know what? Let's also do this. Let's put the cowl flaps in. Oh, that's not the cowl flaps.
1337, I apologize. I'm in your instruction. Maintain 7,000 for now, please.
Close the cowl flaps. 1, 2.
No problem, 7,000 for 1337.
That'll give us a bit of heat, a little more speed. Not speed because of the heat, speed because of less drag. Okay, we'll peak out the EGT. There's peak right there. So we're going to go peak, and then we're going to rich in to about 100 over peak.
1337.
So just about right there.
Cancel contact, Boston approach 1.2555.
Perfect. That's our power setting for cruise. So we'll just see what we end up. We should get another. We should get another 20 knots or 20 miles per hour out of this thing. 15 knots or so.
Thanks. Good night. Good night.
I'm sure we got a gnarly headwind going on right now. In fact, I'm positive we do.
464 turn right heading 190.
Shady stuff, but tastes muy bueno. Okay. Good to know. Dan in Vermont, good to see you, man. Just finished my first flight, the TFDI 717 Wild Ride. Dude, that's a good plane. I haven't flown that in a long time, but it's a good plane. What are the numbers under the clock? Oh, that's the outside air temperature. So if we're flying into clouds and that gets much lower, then we're going to be worried about icing.
Delta 521, Boston, departure radar contact.
So right now it's 1 degree Celsius, and we're okay.
50 knots in decline.
We're climbing within 6,000 and we will not exceed.
Get ourselves coordinated here. There we go. We're doing good. We're doing good. With you hear a lot on VATSIM, absolutely. But yeah, that one we'll look at as we're kind of dealing with some clouds. Like we definitely have some clouds out here. We had some clouds coming in tonight. I don't expect that to be an issue, but if it is an issue, then we'll have to end up taking lower. Just try to get in some warmer air or get below the clouds. Draco, I was kind of wondering that myself. So there's the electronic version, and then there's also the stick out here, and the stick is actually showing 5 degrees Celsius. Whereas the digital gauge is only showing 2. I don't know.
So 521 contact Boston approach.
Oh, attitude you said, sorry. I thought you said altitude, man. I'm losing my mind tonight. It's nothing personal.
Frequency for 521.
118.25.
118.25,
Alright, just checking a few things here.
Boston departure Southwest 725, 3,400, 5,000, heading 140.
Southwest 725, Boston departure, radar contact, climate maintain 4,000.
Well, I think the reason why people say with you a lot in the simulator is because when you're doing, when you're dealing with the default ATC in FSX, they say with you. Like they say with you all the time. And even in the real world, I hear people say with you.
What waypoint would you like to turn? Let's turn right towards Unit 464.
460. Now heading 290.
290, Unit 464.
So yeah, I mean the default ATC says with you a lot, which I think has, which leads to people on the sim saying with you a lot, or on VATSIM saying with you a lot.
Boston, who was that?
American 49.
Just landed in Boston a few minutes ago. How was it?
American 49.
Is it still pretty busy back there?
Good evening, Boston, 13995.
Boston's got 20 departures right now.
Southwest 725, turn right now, turn right heading 290.
Right 290, 725.
3 arrivals. They got a bunch of guys. Coming in. There's a bunch of guys that are kind of en route down to Newark. There's a pretty good cluster of planes. I imagine we're going to cause some issues here once we get along. We're definitely going to throw a wrench in the controller at Newark's plans.
Watching this California heavy climb fire stage.
Kinda 808, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. Jansa, welcome aboard.
radar contact. Climb and...
The outside air temperature is 5 degrees, but free air temp is 2 degrees. I see.
Climb maintaining 6,000.
I say with you in my RT exam. Lost train of my thought, went full FSX. Ha!
KLM 101 heavy, amendment instruction.
Hey man, this is as much speed as I got. I can give you no more speed, about 178 miles per hour. If you want more speed, you got to get me down lower. That's all there is to it.
Southwest 725.
156 over the ground. Oh my god. Well, it's 1 hour 10 minutes until we get there.
725.
And I think that number's going to go down a bit once we make the turn.
725 direct path. Direct path, Southwest 725. United 464, Boston 125.57.
Do a little weather refresh, make sure we're still good. There's the Bosox intersection. Once we cross Graham, we should get a little bit of speed here as we head towards Hartford. This is my hope. Kind of depends on what these winds are doing. Oh no, we have garbage winds all around. Oh yeah. Here, check this out. Pulling the winds up in VFlyteAir here. 10,000 feet, 23 knot headwind, 23 knot headwind, 26 knot headwind. It's all crap. All of it is crap. So we're not going anywhere very fast. Moral of the story. Rixes, welcome aboard. We are traveling, we're traveling in real time, so we're doing a real-time flight from Boston.
American 49, contact Boston, approach 120.6.
Real-time flight from Boston down to Newark.
120.6.
Not really much to see right now. Everybody wanted a night flight, so we're doing a night flight. And I think we're flying into a bit more weather too. Yeah, only 23 knots. Bug Eater 64, man, I'm a little jealous there. Glenlivet 18 here sounds like it'd be pretty good drink right now. Have a little Glenlivet 18 and maybe a cigar, and you got yourself an evening right there. Without question.
I need you immediately. I need you to speed restrict 210 knots.
Immediately speed restrict 210 knots. That doesn't sound good. Time to get my Cuban. Ooh, that sounds good too. There's not really much for us to do. We got the autopilot doing all the work here. Just gotta listen for our call sign and a frequency change. Had to unlearn a lot of stuff from my... Hello. Had to unlearn a lot of myself when I started my PPL because I learned the American way. Who would have thought UK does things differently? They do. The phraseology and whatnot's different, but I mean, you can still like the concepts and the sort of the stuff that you're thinking about and doing are still the same. Like, holy crap, all those controllers online. Just kind of the way that you approach flying and whatnot's going to be the same in the real world as it is in the sim. Just phraseology and whatnot will be different. Bob Rules 44, good to see you. One of the things I noticed, my instructor keeps telling me to ask for flight following, and I keep asking for advisories. Like, that's probably the thing I've noticed from the sim and whatnot. I don't even know which is correct, if one is better than the other, but I instinctively just ask for advisories because that's how I learned to do it on Pilot Edge. Have I had any beer from Boulevard Brewing? Had some when I was in Kansas City, some good stuff. No, I haven't. Boulevard does not ring a bell to me. Approach to put a 320 behind me when I need to land at 80 knots. Oops. So IRL no tam for YZY the other day. With you is not proper radio communication or something along those lines. Bob Rules, that's crazy. Also said point instead of decimal. Yeah, they're not going to bang you for point and decimal, though, are they? Flying is the same, but RT and altimeter stuff are different. Makes sense. Are my engine temps in the red?
125.5.
Oh yeah, my oil temps are... Oh yeah, hello. All right. I guess we'll open the cowl flaps. Get some fresh air in there. We'll see if it cools down at all. Okay, I think the oil temps are coming down now. Yeah. So maybe we can get away with partial cowl flaps once the temps come down a bit. Definitely redlining the engine. All in the name of speed, man. It's rental power. See if we can get away with half. I'm gonna shut down 95 like the 405s today. Oh man, don't do that. We lost. How much speed did we lose on that? We didn't lose any speed. Okay. Well, if we're not gonna lose any speed, we may as well just leave them open. I can deal with that. Boston is very busy. Yeah, they've got 20 departures, 18 departures now, so it's starting to peter off a little bit. There were like 25 departures when we left. New York's going to be crazy, though. There's just a solid line of guys coming into New York. And then there's Papa Alpha Alpha 101 in the DC3, or DC6, I should say. Oh, he's going fast. Never mind. DC6 is fast. And there's myself here in the PA30. I'm going to throw the wrench into everybody's plans because I am not going very fast. But this guy in the DC6, he's doing okay.
3.1, Delta 3022, Boston departure. Good evening. Rigor contact. Climb and maintain 6,000.
Everybody monitor 121.5 for the next transmission. That's cool. It's cool. Totally piloted on the 310. Yeah, I haven't heard. I mean, I saw that it crashed. He was on final. He was on short final. So my guess is he slowed up too much and just stalled it. Probably when he brought the gear in, probably when he dirtied the whole thing up.
Delta 30.
Air Force One's at Newark this weekend. Cool.
Approach 118.25.
Brew Crew, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I don't know what that means, but I can only assume that it's German for hello, Mr. Awesome Catstrator. Aviavo Aviator, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where they end up sending me. Should get a frequency change here, I think. I think there's a Bradley approach controller. 2395 will probably be next, because we're coming into Bradley's airspace soon.
717 Tango Sierra, Bradley, I'd like to call here from you, 123.95.
2395, 7 Tango Sierra.
Thanks.
Yeah, I bet he gave that to me a while ago and I just missed it. Bradley approach, Comanche 717 Tango Sierra, 10,000. Ah, you're ungrounded, Bradley. Nice.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Bradley approach. Good evening. The 12997.
907. 2997. There we go. Literally nothing to see. You know what? Even if we weren't flying at night, there would still be nothing to see. So, I guess it doesn't make any difference right now. Big bank of clouds below us. Bank of clouds above us. Yeah, I listened to that earlier, Peter. I don't know. The NTSB reports will come out. We'll read up on it. We'll see what happened. Go from there. Figured out if it was pilot error or something issue with the plane, like what all happened. Taxi past you in Boston on my way to signature. I was 435 Echo Sierra in the King Air 200. Nice, dude. I'm sneaky like that. I get past everybody. Oh man, so I talked a little bit about, I don't know who was here earlier, so I talked a little bit about flight training earlier. I did my 2 dual cross countries last week. Came out to about 3.2 hours total. Those were super, super, super fun. I learned a lot in the process. Like, I learned a lot in the process, actually, with the cross countries. Because, like, you read the books, you do kind of the planning, you think you got a good idea what's going on, and then your instructor sort of throws you for a loop. And when I went up on Sunday, I felt a lot more confident and felt a lot better in the airplane than I did on Saturday. So that was good. And then we have hood time coming up this weekend. I'm scheduled tomorrow morning. Like, hood time could turn into actual time. I actually don't know. Let's see what the TAF looks like. Give me a forecast. Oh, it should be okay tomorrow, actually. 6 to 8 marginal. 8 to 11 marginal. 1500. Yeah, I mean, if it's like this, we'll just blast out and we'll end up just filing VFR out of there. So we should be okay. But yeah, so I got hood time tomorrow morning. And hood time on Tuesday morning. That should take care of the instrument time. And then I've got... what do we have? We still have night flying then after that. I think the night flying is going to be here in another week or two. That's going to be, you know, some coordination between the instructor and I, because he doesn't usually stick around that long. So after that, then I got my solo cross countries, and then I'm pretty much ready to, you know, just do some check ride prep and go. Cross country is the most fun bit. Did mine around 2 weeks ago. Nice, dude. Yeah, it was fun. Like, I enjoyed the 2 flights. Like, to the point where I cannot wait to do my solo cross countries. I'm so stoked to get up in the air and do those on my own. Any suggestions for stealth study for the written? So here's what I'm doing. I read the Airplane Flying Handbook. I read the Pilot's Handbook for Aeronautical Knowledge. I'm going to read the FAR AIM, and then I'm going to work through Sporty's test prep questions. I'm up to the point where I'm going to go through the FAR AIM. I took a practice test on Sporty's, and I scored a 65% thereabouts the first time. So I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, that's my plan for self-study. I have no idea if it's, you know, like, I don't know if that works for everybody, but that's what I'm intending to do. But yeah, I mean, the FAR AIM is pretty much going to be my reading material the next week or so. Had a scare at both airfields, landed the Cessna, didn't want to start, took 3 attempts to get it going. Oops, was it hot? Night flying is a separate rating, yeah. Yeah, it's just the one rating here in the U.S. if you go for your PPL. If you get your sports pilot license, you don't do any night flying, and you're not certified for night flying either. But the thing that sucks about doing the night flying is that it's like, for it to be legally... Hello. Okay. I'll turn the strobes off, sure. To be able to legally do night flying around here, we can't go up until after like 9:30. So it's like, it's gonna be and I go to bed at like 9:30ish. So it's gonna be super freaking late when I go do my night flying, like to the point where I'm probably gonna end up just taking a nap during the afternoon. FAR AIM is tough reading, yeah, I know. Lee C. Baker, good to see you. PPL written, work for me. Study all the stuff you're mentioning. Start taking online practice tests. Try to figure out the areas where you're short. Took the real test once. Got graded 90% on the online ones. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I had intended to take a bunch of tests this week. I just got busy. So I'll take a test tomorrow. I'll take a test Sunday. I'll take a test on Monday. Like, I will take the tests pretty much every day, just to see where my deficiencies are. And I figure in a week or two I'll prepare. Like, I'm not really worried about it. I'm lucky that I test very well. I tend to have no issues taking and passing and understanding tests. So, like, I'm not even the least bit concerned with this written exam. But I am very excited to get it out of the way, because it means I can go do some fun stuff. Aircraft was in the episode of the Grand Tour. That's my call to fame. Nice, dude. You watch King's videos. You can use my account. It's all right, man. I don't really feel like watching any videos, to be honest. Scenery loads. We're loading New York City right now, I bet. Alright. Definitely loading New York City. Holy crap.
Reach on.
I know, right?
Reach on.
Ryan here for 5 months. Ryan87, thank you very much for your continued support, sir. Cheers, my friend. I appreciate it. Read the Q&A. Yeah. I appreciate it, Ernie. That's the plan, man. Alright, we're out of the clouds here, so we'll pop the strobes back on. You must be flying a ROP. 12 hours, dual cross countries next. Yeah, I've flown 26 hours since April. Or thereabouts. Let's see here. We'll pop that up. Go to more. Logbook. All entries. So I mean, here's what I'm doing, man. Like I was 1.5 on Sunday, 1.7 on Saturday, 1.2 before that. So like the 1.2 and the 2.7s were solo. 1.3 had some solo time in there, and kind of so on and so forth. So I've been doing longer lessons, but this is, you know, it's like, I think it's like 25.1 hours since April is what I've done. Oh yeah, here you go, 25.1 in the last 12 months since April. Damn it. But my goal is to try to get up twice a week. And sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't. Like my plane's down for maintenance right now, so I'm renting a plane again tomorrow. So I can't do any solo work until my plane's out of maintenance. Which sucks. So many people wouldn't miss questions because they wouldn't read the whole question, the answers. Yeah, Ernie, actually, I missed. So the one practice exam I did, I'd say I missed like 3 or 4 questions because I just didn't read the question very well.
New York approach on 120.8. Have a good flight.
Just taking the frequency for Clipper 101.
Clipper 101, that's New York approach on 120.8.
Thanks. Have a good one. Thanks to service. Clipper 101.
But yeah, so I definitely missed a couple of the practice questions for that reason, and that was a bit eye-opening. Like,
November 717 Tango Sierra, the Hartford altimeter 29995, descend and maintain 6,000.
905, 6,000, 7 Tango Sierra. All right, so let's write down 6. Yeah, let's get 905 on the altimeter. Come down here, turn alt mode off. We're in pitch her down. Nice and easy there. Let's bring our mixture back to rich a little bit. Down we go. So we're going to watch the speed, we're going to watch the altitude. Keep an eye on our EGT here. So I enrich way past peak. So and we'll lean it out again once we get a little lower. There we go. Pull power back a touch there. Imagine if strobes. I think strobes do blind you in real life like that. Like they tell you to turn the strobes off when you're in that crap. You should also turn the landing lights off too, but minimum is 40 in the US, yes sir. Yeah, so I mean I pull the spreadsheet up a lot. But this is what I'm working off of. It decides to open up here. Get it so I can see what's going on. There we go. So my plan right now is 45 total, 30 with the instructor. That give me 15 hours solo, thereabouts. As of right now, I have 26 hours total, 21.9 with the instructor. So I have 3 hours plus 3 hours. So I have 6 hours of guaranteed dual time on top of this. Probably a little bit more. Probably more like 7 hours. So I guess me up to 28.9 or so. I guess me up to about 29 hours. So we'll probably end up, this number will probably end up being about 32 or so when it's all said and done with the instructor time. And that leaves me with 19 hours total and 10.1 hours dual. $108 an hour, $2,000, $700, so $2,759 to go, roughly, until I'm ready to pay for my check ride. And that'll be, you know, that'll be another $700 on top of that. $65 is the average right now. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that I'm on deck for 45 or so, just based on how things are going. But, you know, we'll see how things go once we get a little further along. If it takes longer, it takes longer. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, I mean, my total training cost, I'm looking at about $9,820, and that's all. Actually, this is half that. Oh, hello. Wind's changed. But yeah, all my non-flying, so $2,500 in non-flying expenses, $4,500 in flying expenses, and then I have the remaining of $2,700 to go. So I'm looking at about $9,700. Just under 10 grand is what the total cost is going to be for all this, and that's kind of what I had anticipated anyway. So that's you know, like, no matter how hard you try to get this number down, man, it ain't coming down. And yeah, if I didn't have all of these expenses here, all the non-flying expenses, like, there's a lot of extraneous stuff that I didn't need. Like, I didn't need a $120 backpack. I didn't need a GoPro. You know, I didn't need a bunch of batteries and all that crap, but I wanted it, so whatever. But like, no matter how hard you try, like, that number, the $10,000 number just seems to kind of be where it's going to stay. All right, 1,000 to go. I need the spreadsheet. I can send you the spreadsheet, man. It don't make a whole lot of sense unless you're me, but... Can you take a written test without having flown? You can take the written test whenever you want. The requirement with the written exam is that you have to pass the written exam within, I think, 2 years of your practical. So you want to make sure that when you take and pass the written exam, that you can pass the flying portion of it, like get your PPL within 2 years. I'm on 48.5, typical British weatherman. I had to do check before solo. Weather turned bad, had about 4 hours wasted. Yeah. I mean, I've got a bunch of wasted hours too. Like, I think I've flown 5 different planes in my training so far. Which definitely hasn't done me a whole lot of favors. But, like, I got checked out solo. Like, I've soloed 2 different planes. But it is what it is. Like, in the end, it's just better experience. Am I still a twin Comanche? Yes, I'm in the exact same plane. Okay, we're descending for 6. A little foggy in here too, so we'll check the defrosters and make sure those are on. Oh, nope, never mind. Blink, blink. Ah! That's why it's getting foggy. Okay, there's 6. There's the sim freezing up. Loading more New York City in, probably. But yeah, no, Chris, I would encourage you, like, if you think that flying is something you want to do, I would encourage you to go read and study. Like, the Airplane Flying Handbook and the Pilot's Handbook for Aeronautical Knowledge are, and a FAR-AIM for that matter, they're all free on the FAA website. And that's what the whole, like, that's what the entire FAA training curriculum is based off of, are those three books. Now, I bought physical copies of those books because I wanted to have them on board, just to kind of mark through them and have them to take them with me and read them and whatever else. But you can get those for free. And you can take Sporty's test prep for free as well. So, like, you can do all of the written necessary, or all the research necessary, and take your written exam before you even fly the airplane once. And if you do that, you'll be in pretty good shape. Like, if you do that, your instructor will love you. And I would highly, like, go do your discovery flight. Make sure that's something you want to do, and then if you want to study, then study. You know. I mean, Chris, you wait long enough. I'll take you up. Hell, I should have taken you up last weekend when I did my cross country stuff. Like, my wife wasn't in town, so would have been a tight squeeze in there, but we would have been okay. Pilot Meister, you got to reach out to him, man. I don't know. I don't know what they like. They have a pretty firm requirement on age, and they generally and I don't know when when and if they're willing to bend that or not. Guy on a plane, take it easy, man. Have a great weekend. Have a great holiday. We'll see you. Have I flown a plane that now no longer exists? Not yet. That I'm not. That has not happened yet. South Carolina Gaming, good to see you, man. Use the superpowers, jumped sky high and hopped aboard. Well, welcome aboard. Are you the creepy guy behind me? Soon. I mean, if that's what they said, that's what they said. Like, I don't... If you've got a deep, manly-sounding voice, you might get away with it, and they won't know. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Saw a guy spend a ton of money flying, never opened a book, no written, no license. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it, man. And my instructor's told me stories about it happening, too, which is crazy. And that's what up there with guys who don't get their medical. Like, if you think you want to go flying, like, make sure you can get the medical before you even try to go flying. Because that was my first thing. I would not even touch an airplane. I went up for one discovery flight because my best man bought it for me for my wedding. But outside of that, like, I wouldn't even start the lessons and do anything until I got my medical. Creepy guy's wearing your headset, is he? Oh, well, he's got the David Clark's on, man. Like, everybody has that headset. Except for me. I use Clarity Aloft. I highly recommend a set of Clarity Alofts, by the way. They're amazing. I've flown a plane that crashed 3 times. Oof. That's, comforting. How many bodies do you think the guy in the back has hidden in the seat? Ugh. Hey, buddy, how many bodies you got, Bet? Nope, don't care. Okay. He checked 250 pounds of cargo. I thought it was a lot, but I didn't really question. But a guy in my flying club, basically a professional student. He flies once every 3 months with an instructor, almost 100 hours, still no PPL. Well, some people are into that, man. I met a guy last week who's like, he's been flying for 3 years, and he just did his long cross country last weekend, and he was sitting on like between 60 and 65 hours. So, you know, it happens. People get stuck in their rut, or maybe they don't have the confidence to go by themselves, or the interest, or who knows. Captain Addams, welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. No headset is best headset. Discovery first, medical second, books third. Okay, Draco, that's actually a good plan. Make sure you want to do it. Make sure you can do it, and then go learn how to do it. But I mean, if you want to get a head start on any of that crap, you can get all the material for free from the FAA's website. It's like there's that. Did I know my instructor before starting, or were I assigned to him?
November 717 Tango Sierra.
Hold that thought.
Contact New York approach on 120.8. Good night.
120.8. 7 Tango Sierra. Have a great night, man. Here comes the chaos. Let's grab Newark weather. Okay. Lima is current. And 21010, gust 24. 10 miles, few kilometers 4,500. Altimeter 2905.
930 Zulu New York departure. Climb maintain now 7,000. And turn right to 060.
There's 0 out of 5 for 7.
Alright, 1 second here. Somebody asked a question. I missed the question. Somebody asked a question, I forgot what it was. New York approach. Comanche 717 Tango Sierra is at 6,000 with Lima at Newark.
Comanche 717 Tango Sierra, New York approach. Good evening. Maintain present course and altitude, and we can expect lower in about 20 miles.
Present course and altitude, we expect lower soon. 7 Tango Sierra. So present course, are we still on nav 7 Tango Sierra? That was
yeah, maintain present nav for 7 Tango Sierra.
Okay, thanks. That was a very ambiguous thing for him to tell me. Just made it up north. What is the medical cost in New England, and what's the discovery flight like? Okay, so the medical cost me I want to say it was $160 to get my medical. And then I spent another $70 or so in fees for tests I had to do. So I have blood pressure issues. I had to get an EKG, and I had to get some other examinations done with my doctor as a result of the blood pressure stuff. So that ended up costing me an extra $70 or so. All said and done, my medical was about $230. And the discovery flight depends on where you go and who you talk to. Somebody asked about the instructor and if I knew him. We'll come back to that. So the discovery flight depends on where you go. So I did two discovery flights. The first one I did was in Beverly Flight Center at KBVY, and it was sort of laissez-faire. Like, I showed up, I said, hey, let's go. They gave me a headset. They gave my wife a headset, and like, well, what do you want to do? I said, I don't know, man. Like, what do we do? And we ended up taking a Boston City tour, which was cool. Like, we flew up, we did 2 orbits around Boston, and we came back to Beverly. It ended up being a really neat flight. Yeah, I'm using a GPS. So that was neat. And then, but I don't know, I didn't get good vibes from all that. So the second discovery flight that I did, and this is where I found my current instructor. I was calling around to different flight schools and whatnot, what's available. There was a flight club that I was interested in joining. So I talked to the club and I said, hey, what do you guys recommend, or who do you have available for instructors? And the long and short of it was they said, go talk to Tim at Eagle East. So I sent them an email. They were pretty responsive. They said, hey, just come up tonight. We'll chit chat for a little bit. So I went up there, chatted with the instructor. They have 2 instructors, and I basically ended up with the guy I chatted with. I don't know if it was assigned to me or like how that worked, but I talked to him, and I got a good vibe from him. So I said, all right, let's do Discovery flight. Let's go try this out. And he understands, like, the Discovery flight is not like in my case, the Discovery flight is not, let's go see what flying is like. Because I knew what flying was like. I've been up with Max for a number of hours, and I've been in the air a lot, so that wasn't a big deal. Discovery flight was, how are you? How are you as an instructor? Are we going to get along well? So with him, the Discovery flight was supposed to be half-hour ground and a half-hour in the air. The ground that they were going to do was it's like we leveled with each other. Like, you don't need this. He was going to show me a picture of a panel for a Cessna 172 and say, okay, here's the altimeter, here's the artificial horizon, here's this, here's this, here's this. And so we skipped all that. We ended up talking a little bit about some stuff. He pre-flighted the airplane, showed me that, and then we went on our merry way. So the flight itself, I had controls for the entirety of the flight. He did the run-up. He did kind of the sort of checklisty type of stuff. But I had the controls and the radio from the get-go because I was confident with that. We flew up. We went out to the practice area. We did some quick maneuvers and whatnot. We were only out there for like 2 minutes. And then we flew back. I did the landing. And then I had the controls all the way back to the taxiway. All the way back to the hangar and whatnot. So it was really just go up, go out, do a couple turns, and show you like adverse yaw and some stuff like that, and then head back, just to kind of get you acquainted with it. But it was much more like lesson and much more like syllabus oriented, if you will. So I liked his style, and I ended up going with them almost exclusively for that reason. So yeah, that was the Discovery flight. Commercial medical range is in the same price range as catstrator, of course. Yes, I think even the first class is not far off of that, but I'm not sure. I don't know that for certain. Like Chevy rules, or I guess Peter would might even have a clue on that. Chevy rules would definitely be able to tell you like how much the first class stuff costs. But yeah, I mean, I would anticipate $200 or so for your medical. Yeah, Bradbury. I mean, so Bradbury went medical, flight time, or went written medical then flight time. Like, if you know you're going to like flying, there's no reason not to just go, learn how to fly, or not to do all that stuff and then learn how to fly. Going with a Discovery flirt. Going with a Discovery flight first would be if you've never been up in a small airplane before.
Above 2,000 for the LS-22 approach.
Like if you've never been up in a small plane before, like you should do the Discovery flight before you commit to anything, because you may get up there and be like, no, that's not for me. Instructor's crucial, can make a major difference. A lot of crap instructors coming from a qualified instructor myself. Yeah, absolutely, man. And the guy that I went with, he owns the FBO. He's a CFI. He's a very business savvy person in addition to being a very good instructor. So, like I got pretty good vibes going with him as opposed to the other school, which is going to put me with somebody that is just trying to build hours to move on to the next thing.
Contact Newark approach on 126.8. Have a good flight.
Yeah, more than welcome. If Lambo, your best bet is to send me an email. Post at catstrator.live. It's down below. I'm more than happy to answer questions you got. And if you need tips for any flight schools up here or anything like that too, I can point you in the right direction. So I went to class 2, 130 pounds. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I think my medical's good for 1,732 days. Expires in 2022, so it's good for 5 years. Like I think the class 3 in the US is pretty much equivalent to class 2 over in the UK. CFII is an older guy, flew F-15s, most chill dude ever. Yeah, absolutely. Steven 12, we have about 29 minutes till we're down. Possibly shorter if we get some good vectors. But as of right now, the estimate is 29 minutes. We're doing 175 over the ground, so we're not going very fast. I know, it's very, very exciting flight here, isn't it? Everybody wants to see the long hauls. I'll give you a long haul. I think it's 5 years. I don't know. Maybe it is 36. I thought it was 5 years. This is all stuff I gotta read up on. Yeah, so it's 5 years. It's 5 years for anybody under 40, and it's 2 years for anybody over 40, according to Wikipedia. Cirrus Max, good to see you, man. Happy Friday, Max. 5 years until you get old. I like it. Yeah, we're still live, man. We're still going. We've been going for 3 hours and 18 minutes. Not that long. Just chilling. Happy Pilot 1, welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, happy Pilot. Night flights. I don't know. I'm still. I mean, the night lighting is cool in X-Plane, but I'm not sure. I'm still not sure I'm sold on it. Ben Fiedler, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. We're just talking about PPL stuff. Trying to convince Brown Bag Code that he should go for his PPL. That's right. Because I know he knows he wants to.
And departure, good day.
Chris, you probably want to do your training either Bedford or all the way down in Norwood, where you're at. In the future, it's Saturday. Yeah.
Skyline.
10 o'clock here, so we got some time before we get in the future.
Same location again, please.
Flying Tail Dragger had time to go play the piano for 2 hours after eating pizza. Very important.
6 miles off the Newark Airport. We're on a heading.
Pilot says, I wish I had the scratch. Got to save, man.
And Skyline 6218 Bravo. Turn right, or turn left 8060, climb maintain 7000.
Got to find a way to make it work if it's something you want to do. Like, I came to the realization earlier this year that if I don't do it now, it's not going to happen for a while because my wife and I are looking to have a child soon. So, child is gonna throw a wrench in the plans. Me learning to fly, so I figured, all right, get it done now. Yeah, Max, I literally just checked him. It's gonna be marginal in the morning, so I'm pretty sure we'll get some actual in.
101 contact near approach 128.
I'm kind of excited about it. I'm excited and terrified at the same time. But it should be good too. I hope we'll find us flight training too in case the costs are too low, or just too low for you. I mean, yeah, like if you want to fly professionally, then yeah, think about financing. That's something you can consider. If you want to fly recreationally, I would not recommend financing it because what's going to happen is you're going to get your ticket, you're going to have a license to fly, or to learn, as they say, and then like you're not going to be able to afford to do it because you're paying it all off. So you're almost better off just saving it up front. Broad AG, I'm 32. 32. I'm also at that point in my career where or my life where it's like I gotten married, I bought a house, I've settled in my house, I'm doing pretty well with my career. Like I'm at that point in my life where things are sort of starting to peter off a bit in terms of like financial responsibility. So I'm at a point now where I can actually, justify flying. Like financially, I can afford to do it. It's kind of what it comes down to. I don't know what that means, Draco. Max, John changed the emotes, man. Yeah, it's about time for children. Yeah, my wife is 37, so my wife is actually older than me by a bit.
Heading 070 direct.
So yeah, I mean, at some point the clock's ticking there for both of us. More for her than for me, but the clock's ticking. I'd rather not be retired when my children graduate from high school. If you're a pilot before the baby's born, your child will automatically know how to fly.
5,000.
5,000, 7 Tango's here. Alright, alt mode off. Those are down a bit. Let's pull the mixture up. That's going to be full mixture now. Cross that off, right down 5. That's our next number. And throttle back. I had a kid last.
I'll show you at 7,500, 7,000.
Yeah, we're down to 7,000. We missed it.
I had a kid last year. Started my PPL in May. Sam Swarm, man, that sounds. I'm guessing your life has been very busy then, hasn't it?
Beaver 297 Bravo's with you 6,000.
Got to seize this opportunity when you can. Never know what tomorrow can bring. Unfortunately, too many people said I'll do it one day and it never comes. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I got to. Like I realized it was now or never. I was lucky enough, like financially to be able to do it. I was lucky enough with the additional income from the Twitch subscriptions and whatnot. Like between Twitch and YouTube, I'm able to fund not a lot, like not most of, but a good chunk of my flight training. After I've sort of run out of other things to spend the money on. So I figured we'll take advantage of that and then have some flying videos and things like that I can show down the road too. Alright, bring the nose up a touch there. There's 5,000. Hold.
297 Bravo, roger. Maintain present heading for now.
Throttle's maxed.
At your 1 o'clock, 5 miles, 7,000.
Bring the Stroms back on too.
That's 180 for coordinate site.
We have the traffic in sight now.
It's busy, says Sam's Roy. Yeah, I can imagine, man.
Bravo,
Pat Dog, welcome back, buddy. Good to see you. Vega Dog, welcome aboard, man. Happy Friday.
Bro.
having a wrench will throw into the having a kid will throw the wrench to the old casting crew. Yeah, we'll see what happens when that goes down. But my wife is pretty supportive of this this whole Twitch thing. Like it helps when the hobby pays for itself. It helps when it brings in a little extra income. You know, it's not always about money, but the money definitely makes it easier to justify. But it also helps that it's one of my main hobbies now. Like this is when I come home. This is like the Twitch and the YouTube stuff is what I do.
Departure. Maintain present heading for now. Maintain 1000.
Recently upgraded X-Plane 11 from FSX. Night and day difference? Absolutely, man. That's got to be a huge jump going from FSX. Sam's Force says having a kid is awesome. Yeah. We'll see, man. We're still working on it, you know? Squeezy, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. We took off out of Boston. Flying down to Newark. We should get a good sight of the a good view of the city here as we're coming in on approach.
Boston Center now 124.52. Have a good flight.
2452, 3 little guy.
Justin Mack, we're talking about. Good to see you, Justin Mack. By the way, we're talking about. We're just having a conversation about flight training and affording it and kind of barriers to entry and things like that. And I made mention that my wife and I are looking to have a child at some point in the near future. And one of the reasons why I started my flight training recently was because if I didn't do it soon, it probably wouldn't happen. Speaking of which, Mike, my wife isn't home.
Yeah, it's 61 heavy. Turn right.
I think she came home, saw me streaming, and then left. Said, "Screw that! I'm gonna go hang out with my friends."
Say the heading, please. 961 heavy.
Quickie Mark, good to see you, man. Did some flying in the mountains this past weekend. Real world or in the sim?
And 61 heavy. Turn heading 082.
After doing your PPO, it's just been Twitch money in the All-Sim or FNPT. I can only imagine that's expensive. No, we got plans for the Twitch stuff. Like there's definitely got some plans for things that I can do with subscription money to sort of make things better. Like an office makeover is probably going to be in the cards. She's supportive as long as she doesn't have to suffer it. Yep. We'll go with that. Mock Craig, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Am I going after my PPL for funsies or thinking about making money out of flying? It's all for funsies, man. I'm fortunate enough to work in the tech industry and make a pretty good living doing what I do, and it's flying professionally would not be able to compare. Is kind of what it comes down to. So I have no interest in flying professionally or for money. Like I want to do it just recreationally.
Yeah,
18 minutes.
Heavy contact near temperature 126.8. Bye-bye.
Hi, Erna. We all enjoy the stream. I'm happy to hear that. There's going to be more streams coming up soon. It's going to not be all be flight sim stuff, but there will be some more streams coming up. I keep saying that, and like this time I really mean it.
126.8 for United 61.
Just got to get through this weekend and some of the crap coming up, but yeah. I just want to get some more stuff going. Like I need to branch out beyond just the flight sims first of all.
Yeah, 61 had 126.8.
Yeah, 126.8.
Oh yeah, Tim, we've talked about that. Like so I'm gonna make my wife do a the pinch hitter course. So go up for 5-10 hours or whatever, and get some dual time in just in case. Like we're gonna be traveling a fair bit in the plane. And I just want her to...
717 Tango Sierra, contact Newark approach on 128.55. We'll see you.
2855, 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see you. 28. We'll come back to the pinch hitter in a second. 55. Okay, let's grab the Addons again.
Canadian Express 1. Turn left heading 150.
Mike is current.
Left 150.
Canadian Express 29. Contact Newark approach.
906 in the altimeter.
0.5.
And
we're to approach 125.5 plus 1.
22 left visual is what they're doing. Newark approach Comanche 717 Tango Sierra 5000 with Mike.
Door 71. 7 Tango Sierra, new approach, Roger. Can expect you back to his ILS runway 22 left approach.
And we will expect Vector's ILS to left approach.
725.
Okay, so procedure, select approach, ILS 22 left.
1, descend maintain 5,000.
Vectors, load.
5,000, can express 1.
So yeah, I'm gonna make her do a pinch hitter course because like I just don't think you never can be too certain. Like, you don't.
7-1 Tango. Disregard.
Okay, disregarding. Like you just never know what's gonna happen, right? And I think it's important that she knows how to at least operate in a fundamental level an airplane. How to operate, you know, like change your squawk code, how to use the radios and talk to people. So not GLS, ILS.
Shift change, but we're level at 7,000 on the outbound 209 KEWR.
Okay, so the ILS 22 left coming into Newark Airport. It's going to have us flying over Teterboro, most likely. We'll tune into 108.7. Course is going to be 220. We are going to descend down to a minimum of 200 feet. 200 feet AGL. In the event of a misapproach, we climb to 500, and then make a turn to heading 225 to 3,000. Intercept the 69 radial off of the ARD VOR, and then hold at Kilma. Kilma is identified by 27 DME from ARD, and the 120 radial off of SBJ. I hope we don't have to do any of that. But we want to have tuned in 108.7. So 108.7.
1, reduce speed to 210, then just maintain.
And then 219 on the course, which we'll get to in a little bit.
210 down to 4, press 1.
Alright. Everybody can do this successfully, have to be entertaining. I appreciate it, man. You're too kind. 10 years from now, we'll be flying Cat Air with Ty as the CEO. His wife is the chief pilot of the whole fleet. Man, I don't want my wife to be the chief pilot. Al Smoking Tea, good to see you, Al. Happy Friday, man. What'd you do?
Then express 01, Teterboro, descend maintain 4,000.
Roger, 4,000.
Broad Age, you have no idea what's going on there, man.
There's 3171 turn, heading 150, descend maintain 5,000.
150, we're at 5,000 for 7 Takeoffs.
Heading 150, 1,000.
Nope, that wasn't for me.
71 Tango Sierra, turn left, direct Teterboro, maintain 5,000.
Direct Teterboro, direct 5, down to 5,000, 7 Takeoffs here. Okay, so roll flight plan.
71 Tango Sierra, correct, Dean Express 01, contact here, approach 125.5, good day.
25.5, 7 Takeoffs here.
71 Tango Sierra,
reach on.
Status frequency, Canadian Express 001. Canadian Express 001, contact here, approach 125.5.
Dude literally just told me to change the fucking freaking frequency.
5, Canadian Express 1 bank.
Whatever. Alright. Well, he can go ahead and wait for me to plug this in. Alright, there's our turn towards Teterboro. Chill Fry 777. Thank you for 3 months of support, man. Enjoy your race to sea. Cheers, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, bad words. I kind of just had it with
Tango Sierra. You guys going direct Teterboro?
Turn to direct Teterboro, 7 Tango Sierra. I've kind of had it with VATSIM tonight.
Turn left, heading 00.
Was that for 7 Tango Sierra?
100.
No. What the hell? Who is this guy?
Southwest 745, maintain 25, 09, fly heading 070.
Who the hell is this guy?
2996.
007 is up there.
Alright, 11070, to the left, 2996, southwest 125.
I hate VATSIM. I really hate VATSIM, guys.
Kennedy Express 07, flighting 1807, maintaining 6,000.
No.
Looking for 7.
71 Tango Sierra, turn left heading 090.
There, direct to Burrow.
17 Tango Sierra, left heading 090.
090 for 7 Tango Sierra? Who the hell calls me 17 Tango Sierra?
Newark approach, Brickyard 3619.
He's called me like 7 different things, I think.
Cross suite at 8,000, and we have Mike.
Brickyard 3619, below break, FedEx 3171 heavy, maintain 4,000, at 4,000, reach speed 210.
And at 4,000, at 4,000, reduce 210, FedEx 217.
Suppose I'm not flying on P. Well, I was flying on VATSIM because New England was the event tonight, like the Northeast Corridor. I should have just skipped New York altogether because I hate flying into New York. I find most of these controllers to be, well, I just don't like flying into New York. Leave it at that. Peter has no comment. Peter's happy with this because it means it's less work for him. Peter is totally cool with it. But I've never heard somebody like 17 Tango Sierra. Like it's 7 Tango Sierra or 717 Tango Sierra, but to call me 17 Tango Sierra, like that's really weird.
FedEx 3171 contact approach 125.5, you know.
Hey, Broad AG, you said it, not me. Captain Aviation, good to see you, man. Happy Friday.
125.5 on approach, FedEx 171, good day.
Canadian Express 007, reduce speed 210.
Hold 210, Canadian Express 7.
Canadian Express 4, turn
Hex
left
load, man.
heading
Take it easy, buddy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great night.
Let's 22 left for you today.
I got hiding Canadian Express 4.
Guy needs to take his mic out of his mouth.
Canadian Express, turn left heading 180, maintain 6,000.
Alright, 219.
180, 6,000, Canadian Express 4.
Brickyard 3619, depart suite heading 090, expect ILS.
Why does that keep coming up?
2996.
Depart suite heading 090 and expecting ILS 22 left.
Call me Sierra, yeah. Sierra's fine, yeah. Okay, Sierra. What?
Sierra, turn right turn heading 150, set maintain 4,000.
150, 4,000, 7 Tango Sierra.
Canadian Express 007, turn left heading 70, set maintain 5,000.
170 and 5,000, Canadian Express 7.
Canadian Express 7, left turn 070, sorry.
Take the mic out of your mouth.
71 Tango Sierra, contact your approach 125.5, good day.
25.5, 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see it.
Retard.
My thoughts exactly. Sirius Max here for 3 months. The tier 3 sub. 6 months, I should say, with the tier 3 sub. Thanks, Max. Cheers, my friend, and thank you for your continued support. Appreciate it, buddy. Trying to convince Max to come up here early tomorrow. Have coffee with me. He's flying to my airport, but he's flying like 3 hours after I'm leaving. Approach Comanche 717 Tango Sierra 4,300 descending 4,000.
Piper 7 Tango Sierra, maintain best forward maximum airspeed for spacing and not maintain.
Okay, best forward airspeed. I missed the altitude there for 7 Tango Sierra.
Sorry, say again. Stand by. FedEx 17, whenever you turn right into 190.
Say again, stand by. Okay.
Heavy 190, FedEx 2.
And FedEx 3171 Heavy, 6 miles from Peterborough, 5 miles from Peterborough, flying 190, course Peterborough out above.
Oh, these guys have got to be fuming mad that I'm coming in here in this plane.
Cleared ILS. 22 left approach at 3,000. Thank you, finishing 3,000.
Piper 7 Tango Sierra, fly heading 130, should have maintained 3,000.
130, 3,000, 7 Tango Sierra. I'll hold off. Down we go. Cross you off, right down 3. Give you as much speed as I possibly can.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, once you're established on the localizer, maintain 180 knots, so buzz intersection, contact Newark Tower, 180.3, connect.
Sky the Goater's good to see you, man. Happy Friday.
0.
I bet he likes the taste of that mouth. Press T1, welcome aboard. We don't get mad at that. It makes more fun to have different types of aircrafts. And yeah, but he's also running an event. Like, they're running an event into Newark, which is basically like
7 Tango Sierra, reduce speed down to 170 knots, turn right heading 190.
170 knots, 190, 7 Tango Sierra. Sir, best forward speed is too much, too hot, too hot.
Approach King Express 7's with you, holding radar of 2 knots.
Oh crap, missed my altitude. Hold!
King Express 7 near approach, flying 130, should maintain 3,000.
Did you say 190 or 170?
3,000, King Express 7.
For 7 Tango Sierra, 5 miles, 6 miles from road VOR, maintain current heading in cross Peterborough at about 3,000 foot ILS runway 22 left approach.
Okay, cross the, intercept the ILS and stay above 3,000, cleared ILS 22 left approach, 7 Tango Sierra.
Okay, Express 7 at 3,000.
3 slow to 170, King Express 7.
I'm not.
FedEx 3170.
I think 170 I can get out of it.
118.3.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. 170, okay. Thanks, guys. 170 is about what we got going on here. I'm firewalled, man. I'm as far forward as you're going to get. I'll leave the props back, too, till we get closer, because I think that might slow me down. Okay, so we're watching for movement on the glide slope here, which we've got. Let's go to localizer mode. I think that'll put localizer mode in. I don't know how to actually put this thing on the glide slope when it comes in. I don't think it has an approach mode. Okay, there it's turning in.
Piper 7 Tango Sierra, you're in trails with head 7. I'm sorry, Piper 7 Tango Sierra, you're in trails with head 1767, just inside the final approach fix. Maintain 170 knots for buzz. Contact Newark Tower 118.3. Connect.
Okay, 18.3 and 170 knots still buzz. 7 Tango Sierra. Have a great night.
Okay, Express 7, turn right heading 190.
18.3.
190, King Express 7.
Chennai Express 75, 6 miles from Peterborough View.
Where's my... Oh, there it is. There's the vertical indicator.
No, wait, to right. It's beautiful to go. 5K.
Wow. That guy's mic is something special. Newark Tower, Comanche 717, Tango Sierra's ILS 22 left.
AA Express 372, runway 22 right at Whiskey, line up away.
Nope,
Whiskey, Express 372.
How do I couple this approach?
Express 1 clear.
Can I? Oh, it actually, I think it picked it up. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, so the GPS picks up... Oh, crap. Yeah, it does. The GPS picks up the glide slope when you're on localizer mode.
Canadian Express 1.
And this is on heading.
You right at Echo and contact ground point 8 on
I haven't got my landing clearance though.
Detroit, Echo and ground on 1218 Express 1. Thanks. Great job on everyone who logged on.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Except for that-
Air 528.
Great job, except for that one guy who called me like 8 different things.
Good day.
Don't know about that one. ILS in a plane with no ILS. No, it's got glide slope engaged. Like it's got a light down here that says I've got glide slope.
And 717 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra's in the ILS 22 left.
717 Tango Sierra. Caution wake turbulence. Previous arrivals a heavy Boeing 767. The winds are 21016 gust 23. Runway 22 left. You're clear to land.
Clear land 22 left. 7 Tango Sierra. All right, we're just gonna leave that ILS. Just leave the nav, the autopilot couple for now.
Canadian Express
They get a
372.
50-degree intercept in the ILS. Yeah, I might have been.
22 right at Whiskey. Clear for takeoff.
50 off, 22 right.
I wasn't really paying attention.
FedEx 3171 heavy.
Okay, you're clear to land.
And hold short of runway 22
the mic
right.
doing that.
No,
that's actually, it's flying the glide slope. I try to adjust the pitch up and it comes right back down. So it's actually flying the glide slope in.
And Tower Canadian Express 7 with you on the approach.
With you.
Canadian Express 7, roger, continue.
Okay, let's go props forward, mixture forward, lights.
Sky
Speed's coming back.
086 Echo, Newark Tower. I understand you're VFR southbound, correct?
I don't know what the gear speed is. Oh, 150.
Skyhawk 86 Echo Tower.
Miles per hour or knots? Miles per hour. Okay, there's... Give me my gear. I ask for gear, you give me gear.
November 206 Echo, holding short runway 22 right, ready to go.
Okay, autopilot off.
286 Echo, Newark Tower, hello. I understand you're VFR southbound, is that correct?
Where's the flaps?
Yes, that is correct, 86 Echo.
FedEx 3171 heavy cross runway 22 right at November. You can hang left onto Delta and contact ground on point 8. Have a good night.
Okay, gears down green, flaps are at approach. I'm still in the white arc, so don't tell me about avoiding damage. I'm fine. Let's go flaps full. The blue arc. There we go.
Skyhawk 86 Echo, runway 22 right at Whiskey. You're clear for takeoff. Fly the runway heading for now.
Okay, gear, flaps, lights, runway clearance. It's bumpy coming in here.
Hey, Express 007, I haven't forgotten about you. The winds are 22016, right, 22 left, clear land.
Go, the wind's clear to land, 22 left, King Express.
Good timing. Come on, down.
717 Tango Sierra, welcome to Newark. It's a party out here. Exit right when able, and let me know where you're parking today.
Okay, right when able, we're going to head up to Signature for 7 Tango Sierra.
I'm sorry, 7 Tango Sierra. It's been a long day. You're going to have to speak a little bit slower for me.
No problem. We're going to exit right and then head up to Signature for 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, roger. Right on Papa, hold short of runway 29.
Right, Papa, hold short runway 29, 7 Tango Sierra. Let's get off this runway.
Tower, should I do departure for Express 372?
Canadian Express 372, I'm sorry. Go over to departure 19-2. Have a good night.
Okay. Clear the runway.
United 2016, roger, thank you. Hold short.
Where's Papa at? Here's Papa. Okay. Here's Papa. Runway lights are not very well defined. They kind of look like FSX runway lights. We'll run this all the way up there. I'm guessing this will take us a little bit. So they're taking off.
Are you intending to go southbound along the Hudson?
They're blasting up Whiskey. Or they're taking off at Whiskey, so they're going to take us all the way up to. We're going to take this all the way up Papa, cross 29er, take Zulu, and then take that into Signature.
I know clearance told this to you. You're not going to get traffic here. Exit the New York class Bravo airspace to the south.
Get out of my airspace! I don't want to deal with you anymore.
Correct. That was told to request to enter close traffic once I was.
Okay. Cirrus Max, thanks for the bits, man. Cirrus Max sends the Craig guys over. Cheers,
here?
my friend. That was absolutely marvelous timing.
Yeah,
thanks, man. Okay, what are we looking at here? Is that Mike? Yeah, so Yankee is next, and then Whiskey.
Okay, 86 Echo, apparently there has been a miscommunication. There is no traffic, there's no close traffic available due to the traffic flow in Newark at this time. If you want to close traffic at an airport, you're going to have to go find someplace else to do it at.
You want to do close traffic at Newark?
Right, can I get a full stop back at 86 Echo?
86 Echo, make right traffic for runway 2 right.
Is he going around? No, he's still there.
Echo Newark, make right traffic from runway 22 right.
Right traffic.
What is that? That's Whiskey.
Right,
and start your right crosswind turn now, please.
Here's Papa short 29er.
717 Tango Sierra, cross runway 22 right at Papa, left turn Zulu, cross runway 22 right and contact ground point 8. Have a good night.
Okay, cross 29er Papa and Zulu, cross 22 right when we'll contact ground 7 Tango Sierra. Have a great night.
United 20 Whiskey, line up and wait.
Alright, Newark ground 21-8. God, that guy's Mike, man. Not sure if I was supposed to go to ground yet, but whatever. I don't think he's gonna care.
Newark ground 1968 Heavy here with you requesting IFR clearance direct to Los Angeles International Airport, please.
Alright guys, here's what we're gonna do. Boop! Sweet, sweet relief. Where in the hell am I parking at? Sure, right here. Great, this is our parking spot. Yep, okay. Oh, feather prop, all that stuff. Do that. Is there overhead light? Oh yes, there we go. Ah, imagine that. Avionics master. All right, we made it. We're at Newark. Let's go watch that landing. That landing was interesting. Landing was interesting. I was having problems putting it down. I couldn't seal the deal. Story of my life. So let's see what we did here. Oh, props aren't turning. At least the sounds work. I just couldn't plant it. Like okay, so there we pulled the throttles. Float, balloon, float, Yeah. I mean, it was okay. Could have been a lot better. Not much to see here because, you know, night and all. You guys wanted the night flight, so you got the damn night flight. I hope you're happy. One more. Bad motive, this is X-Plane 11. I'm with you for a clearance. Oh, man, it's Hookenstein. I don't think you're going to last long if you talk like that. Does everyone play X-Plane 11? There's tons of people playing FSX. But X-Plane 11 is kind of the hotness right now. X-Plane 11 is where it's at. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was fun. That was a good time. I want to thank you all for coming out and joining me. Who can we go say hello to? Max, are you streaming tonight? What didn't I do? No flames, nice landing. I'll take it. Torbinator. We're gonna go say hi to Torbinator. Yeah, Flight Sim World, totally. Not tonight. All right, Max. I'll jump on TeamSpeak here in a few. Guys, thank you all so much for joining me. I want to wish you all a wonderful and happy weekend. If you're in the United States or I guess Canada has an Independence Day coming up too. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your long weekend. Enjoy all your barbecues. I certainly will. I will be back sometime in the middle of next week with something very, very, very different from what we've done in the past. So, thank you all again. Have a great night. Go say hi to Torbinator97. I'll host him here when we're done. And toodles. Nope, that's the wrong one. Wait, hang on. There's the right one. Good night, guys.